hello. Peanut butter and jealous. Alan White. Nolan Ryan, autograph number 10. Damn! Holy shit! Talking Mushrooms legends. JunkWax! Nasty. Congratulations, Alan White. I am honored to even hold it in my hot little mitts. Damn! Check that out, Alan White. You win, brother. That is third on print to 10. If we can't find you a true one of one. I think you're going to be a very, very happy camper here, my brother. Paul Skeens, 101, rookie. Congratulations there, my brother. Beautiful. Thank you so much, Brian Street. There you go, gaming grandfather. Congratulations, buddy. I got to admit, I am peanut butter and jealous. That is incredible. Anytime you have something that says 101 on it, and Paul Skeens is on it too, that's a good one. Congratulations again there, Ray. I'm honored to even hold it in my hot little mitts. All right. And remember, folks, this is where we found that one of one Drake May last night. Let's see what we can't find for you. Good luck. Oh, wow. How about a dual autograph relic numbered to 50? Gary Sheffield and Doc Gooden. Really? A couple of legends of the game right there in the autograph relic numbered to 50. The hits just keep coming in these boxes. Wow. Amazing. Congratulations, my man. That is magnificent. 46 out of 50 on the dock and the Mr. Sheffield. You're redoubtable. Shout out to the nanny, says Fran Drescher. A couple of nice autographs, too. Beautiful. Our very first numbered card, and my dear friends, we have some Morning Wood.
Giggity, giggity, giggity. All right.
I'll see myself out. Oh, my Lanta.
Oh my God!
Check that out. First on print to 5. Damn. Goodness gracious. Congratulations to the Nationals. And that is Mikey 2, Mikey Koba. Brother. Congratulations, buddy. First on print to 5. Schmo, you're exactly right. Thank you, buddy. Goodness gracious. Congratulations, Mikey 2. Damn. Spencer Jones on the op preview. Peanut butter and jealous. General Cody Custer. My fellow Austinite. How about my twin brother? The Bird Murderer. Mr. Randy Johnson. Autograph. And that is penultimate on print. 48 out of 49.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Yes way. Yes way. That's amazing. Uploading that one up. I know Mikey Green. Mr. Devin Clark, welcome back, you legend. Top of the morning to you. Mr. Nesius, good morning, Rob. Would you just look at it? 48 out of 49 on the Bird Murderer. Congratulations, Cody Custer. Beautiful.
Oh my
or Tom Brady. Mr. Joe Montana. And that is second on print. And 9. Congratulations, Rob Richardson. And that is a really good looking autograph, too. If that was for my PC, I might be grading that one, buddy. That is sweet. Did I speak it into existence or what?
Hell yeah! Oh my God, it's so juicy!
Oh my God!
Congratulations, Derek Williams.
Why do we have an echo?
Hello there, Malik neighbors.
I'm off.
On the kaboom. Holy shit, talking mushrooms. JunkWax Nasty. I know Brian Smith, I'm with you, brother. First thing that went through my mind. Oh.
That turns it off. Wow.
Got Stroud rookie autograph. Woo! That is magnificent. And it's nicely centered, too. Congratulations, Bethany. You win. So, family, in the chat, let me know whether you would like to have the Malik Neighbors Kaboom or the C.J. Stroud rookie autograph number /50. If you had a pew to your head, which one would you choose? Jesus my day. Holy crapola!
Oh my God, it's so juicy!
Oh my God!
That is one of the hottest prospects of 2025, my good man. Damn. Congratulations, Jim. That's a nice one, brother. Not numbered, but beautiful. Mr. Ryan Bruns, you lucky ducky. I am so peanut butter and jealous right now, my man. Wow. Oh my gosh. Goodness gracious. My dear friends, my family. Oh my Atlanta. Gerangelo J. My PC number 99 on the relic autograph. Congratulations, Ryan Bruns. You win, brother.
I thought everything was perfect.
Damn. Oh, would you just look at it? Oh, that is sick.
You'll hear me.
Mr. Ryan Bruns, you should hang on to that forever.
All right, we're just going to go live.
And if you don't,
try to
I'll let you
figure
send it to
out
me.
as we go. That's the only option that we have, guys.
And I appreciate y'all bearing with me this morning. We only have two in here.
Goodness gracious.
Holy crapola. Number 5 on the Golden Grass Max Muncy for the Trolley Dodgers and Dave Piccirilli. This one goes to you, my man. And then you go and totally redeem yourself. That's right, we're doing it live. Would you just look at it? Bill O'Reilly. 2 out of 5 on the Golden Autograph. Congratulations, Mr. Piccirilli. No error on this one, my man. This one is yours. There you go, David. Again, my friend, I sincerely appreciate you getting a good sport. Thank you. We're going to try opening jingle. Let's see how it goes. I love it. I give the bad hatter. I love you all so damn much. Thank you for being here with us this morning, Mikey. Congratulations, Mr. Piccirilli. Second on print to 5.
Dalen's gonna lead us to another Hydefield night. Mrs. JunkWax will be working, sealing deals with pride, packaging the orders, making sure it's done right. We'll be live on TikTok, Twitch, Kick, Facebook, YouTube. Legends, get ready. The breaks are waiting for you. Head to JunkWaxVintage.com, it's the place to be. Sealed wax break spots and a blog that's always free. Sawyer's in Austin now.
Well, top of the morning to you, my dear friends. It is absolutely wonderful to see you on this terrific Tuesday morning. Hi. How we doing? Good morning. No bad days over here on TikTok. Great to see you back, my brother. Mr. Tony Carboni gracing us with his presence. It is wonderful to see you this morning, my brother. Techno Trading Cards. Good morning. Hello. How we doing? So, ladies and gentlemen, as always, you know we're having a little issues over here on the audio. So thank you for bearing with me. I truly appreciate it. Allow me 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Let's see here. How about that? Check over here on the Twitch. Do we still have 1 voice or 2? And thank you so much for bearing with me this morning, my dear friends. We'll get this handled. There we go. We're looking good over here on Twitch. Beautiful. TikTokers, how are we doing over here? You guys got to hear the opening video this morning, which is freaking awesome. It's been a while. Alex says, Junk, I just saw you in my eBay onloading video. That's awesome, Alex. How? Help me understand that one, my dude. Good morning, legends. All right, let's bust into our very first item of the morning. We'll mute that one too. That should be better over here on the Twitch. Good morning. Thank you, Tony Carboni. I appreciate that, brother. Flamingo. I know I had a card you can give to whoever. Flamingo. Is that Mr. Fleming? Oh, Tristan Gagnon. Okay, Tristan, I appreciate you letting me know there, buddy. Thank you so much. In the future, though, my friend, if you ever have any personal messages, the best way to get those over is to shoot us a quick email to support@JunkWaxVintage.com. And I appreciate you letting me know there, buddy. Jesse Hockey 88, good morning, my man. Your Mariners are cooking my Blue Jays. We are. Whoo, what a first couple of games, my dear friends. Amazing. Congratulations to my Seattle Mariners, gosh dang it. I am just as surprised as you are. But I am so happy. Excuse me. All right, legends. Onward. So we filled all the breaks that are up there in the shop, my friend. So the question is there no breaks in the shop? There was, and they're all full. So that is what we're going to do this morning, my dear friends. We have 3 full breaks to start our terrific Tuesday, and I could not be more grateful. So I hope all of you had an absolutely wonderful weekend. I missed you all so damn much. Oh, that's awesome, Tay. Good morning, Tay. Good morning, Rashid, Mr. Ward, and thank you for the silver boxing gloves. I have never seen that gift before, you legend. Rocking my face off over here as always. Thank you, Mr. Ward. Cody Simons, I thank you, my good man. You and I both, brother. Jesse Hockey says, yeah, as a Jays fan, sadly, I think we are getting swept. Oof. Well, yeah, maybe. I don't know. We go find out. Hey, I hope so too, Mad Thoughts. Thank you, buddy. All right, legends. Mikey 1, our innovation lead here at JWV. How are you, my brother? Great to see you as always. And yes, she is. She has got fire coming off of her fingers right over here, working on putting up some more breaks for you throughout the day. And oh, by the way, legends, I got a doozy for you. Real quick, let me show you something. We have a WWE break coming this week, and it is a doozy. Sapphire Edition, 2025 WWE. Cactus Jack, Topps Chrome, WWE. And 2023 Prism, WWE. So 3 WWE hobby boxes, one of the biggest WWE breaks that we have ever done here on this channel. Super excited for that one. All right, legends. I am somewhat nervous to turn on some music, but we're going to find out how it is. Nurse T, good morning, Tony. How you doing, big man? Great to see you, and thank you for joining us over there on the Discord server and the Facebook group. That does not go unnoticed. All right. We're going to flip on some music here, legends, and we might need to adjust some sound after this, but we'll see. Good luck. A little bit loud. So my TikTokers, I think I'm going to have to turn it down a little bit. Is it really loud for you over here on TikTok? Oh, Rashid says it's good. Really? Turn it down a little? Oh, yeah, gotcha. Thank you, my friends. I saw that one coming. Let's go down just a skosh. How about that? Is that a little bit better? A little bit better. It is loud. A little more. Let's do this a different way. There you go. How about that? Is that a little bit better? Yes, it is very, very loud over there. Thank you, Mr. Piccirilli. I saw that one coming. But it should be better now. How we doing? Jim Cos, good morning, legend. RC, welcome back, my man. Nice to see you. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Glenn Poling. Good morning, legend. Still need more down over here on Twitch. All right. Easy fix. A little bit more. How about that? It's still probably 65% higher than the mic? Goodness gracious. I have it turned down all the way. Let's try to go down just a little bit more. How about that? Check, 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 check. Ooh. We'll just have to go with that. All right, is that better? Jason, thank you. Mr. Frazier, by the way, brother, buddy, I got a little fun fact, my man. So I'm not going to dox you or anything, Jason Frazier, but you live where I used to live. That used to be my address, buddy. So Mrs. Junkwax were doing packages over the weekend, and we saw a very, very familiar address because you live in the old apartments that we used to live in. Small world there, Jason Frazier. Very cool, buddy. How neat is that? Hell yeah. Shout out to the OC. Thank you, gentlemen and ladies over here on the Twitch. I appreciate you. All right, good to go. So levels are good. We good?
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Did we hear those sound effects, my dear friends?
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
That's right, Jason Frazier. You know it, brother. Cody Simons, thank you for the pumpkin. Rashid, thank you for the gold boxing gloves. Excellent. Thank you, my friends. Outstanding. Beautiful. Dr. A.A. Ron, good morning. There we go. Mikey1 just said there is new breaks posted up there at JunkWaxVintage.com. Thank you to the Mrs. Junkwax. Thank you to the best CEO this side of the Mississippi. Ladies and gentlemen, if you see me sweating, it's not because I'm working hard. It's because Mrs. Junkwax is within 5 feet of me. Damn right, Tony Carboni. Mr. Kelsey, thank you for smacking that follow button. I appreciate you. Yes, so full disclosure, Tony Carboni. As I said on Saturday night, I was going to spend a lot of time working on my sound here. I spent pretty much all day yesterday uninstalling, reinstalling, uninstalling, reinstalling, shutting down the PC. I must have done it like 15 or 16 times yesterday, my friends. It was awesome. So all kinds of fun, and thank you all for bearing with me on the audio. I had a hunch we were going to need to crank that down just a little bit, but I think we're solid now. Oh, the sound effects are doubled. Interesting. Thank you, Alex. Good morning, Invader Zim. And Mikey1, sound effects are doubled, or are you nuts? Are they doubled? That's super interesting. Mike, good morning, Mr. Elite Sports Cards. It ain't easy being this Brandon Creasy. Good morning, Mr. Saltzgiver. Great to see Jason with an E. Top of the morning to you, my man. So, unfortunately, these sound effects are doubled over here on the Twitch. That's interesting. Give me just a moment. Let me see if I can fix that real quick. No problemo. The good news is I am learning a metric ton as I have to redo all this stuff. It's kind of crazy. Okay. So our output device is going to be this. Check, 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 check. Are they still doubled? Or no? Still doubled? Interesting. Jason Saltzgiver. Out with the brother golfing. Nice. Sticks in the mix. Thank you so much, my man. So believe it or not, folks, we have the opposite of what we had last week. We had everything perfect on Twitch, Facebook, Kick, and YouTube, but then TikTok was messed up. Now everything's perfect on TikTok, but everything else is messed up. Gotta love it so much. Jason, so it is the same exact name, JunkWaxVintage, at YouTube. So if you go over there to YouTube, and you type in, I used to have a card up here for that, but if you type in JunkWaxVintage, all one word, space, Dalen, D-A-L-E-N, it should come right up there for you, buddy. And we are over there on YouTube, my man, and I appreciate you being over there in advance. We're trying to build that platform. Okie dokie. Let's try that. Check, 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 check. If that does not work, then we're just going to go with it. So thank you in advance for joining us over there on YouTube, big man. Nice to see you this morning, Mr. Frazier. And thank you, RC. Thank you, Cody Simons. Thank you, Rashid. Thank you, Nurse T. Cannot thank each and every one of you enough for those beautiful TikTok gifts this morning, helping to keep this thing on the rails. One beautiful gift at a time. So, folks, it is still doubled. Gosh dang it. Well, I don't know. I don't know what's doing it. Let's try that. Check, 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 check. Is that any better over here on the Twitch? Mr. Gallant says, good on your end. I love to hear that. Thank you so much, Jeremy. Good morning, legend. I think we should be solid. Gosh, I hope so. Excellent. Thank you, Jeremy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we busted into that spicy water. We got to bust into our very first pack of juicy junk wax. Let's go. We're taking a time travel trip back to 1988. Let's see if we can find a holy noly. Mr. Frazier, cannot thank you enough for hitting that subscription button over on YouTube. Love you, brother. Another OG of the family gracing us with his presence this morning. Hope you and Evie are doing very well. Couple of legends that have been with me since I was ripping packs back in the closet. Love my Fraziers. All right, we start off with a Kurt Young backwards. And it looks like nobody's hanging onto that gum. Awesome. We have a Mookie Wilson for the Mets. Good morning, Grandpa Brucey. Caleb, mute the effect on Go XLR. I do not have a Go XLR, but I appreciate you so much, Caleb. Architect, good morning, legend. Grandpa Brucey. Holy crapola. It's been a moment since we've had a Grandpa Brucey in the morning. How you doing, Grandpa Brucey? Making my morning as always, you legend. Big hugs and firm handshakes to you, brother. Okie dokie. Mikey Marshall, back-to-back trolley dodgers. Yes, we do, Jason Frazier. Mr. Rolled. Great Tuesday after Thanksgiving. Too much turkey. Oh, I bet, my man. Happy Canadian Thanksgiving. Tony Carboni says, are these packs in the store? They are not. So this box was a gift, so I'd feel really weird about selling them. But this is just juicy junk wax that we just opened before the show. It's just some good old junk wax, my man. Old Tom Kelly for the Twinkies. Rafael Belliard for the Pirates. Grandpa Brucey. You're cruising down to San Antonio right now. That's magnificent. Well, drive safe, my man. Mikey Witt for the Angels. Good morning, Mr. Kind. How about those Mariners? I know. Oh, easy. Good morning, you legend. Good morning, Paul Willis. Thank you for the beautiful gifts this morning, gentlemen. How about a Jerry Royster? Shout out to Jeffro, my brother from another mother. We got a promo with his PC, Mr. Jack Clark. Speaking of luscious lip curtains, he's got a couple that he wears above his eyeballs. Wow. How about old Jimmy Key for those Blue Jays? Shout out to the talented Toronto Blue Jays. Double barrel D. White Evans. And speaking of dastardly dirt squirrels, nice one. Juan and Emilian Samuel. Mr. Frazier, you're watching on YouTube. Yes, that is Mrs. Junkwax there on the left. Yes. Yeah, had me confused for a moment, my man. But yes, those are custom cards that were created by our buddy Mikey One. Yep. Shout out to our innovation lead here at JWV. We have a Ray Quinones for the Seattle Mariners, the Canadian sensation Gary Cata, Mark Davidson for Minnesota, and Kurt Young for Dutchies Athletics. Beautiful. I love it so much, Architect. Thank you so much, my man. Outstanding. We will take all the Seattle fans we can get. All right, my dear friends. Cheers. That is correct, Mr. Peaks. The new break is already halfway full, and it's only been up for like 2 minutes. Amazing. I cannot thank each and every one of you enough for helping us get those filled so quickly. All right, boys and girls. Let's get into our very first break of this week and this terrific Tuesday. Mikey One says, also rooting for Seattle, mostly for Dalen, but also for the fans who have suffered so damn much. You're telling me, brother. So, folks, to my knowledge, and please double check me on this. I haven't looked this up, but I could be wrong. But I believe my Seattle Mariners are the only team ever who have never even been to a World Series, let alone win one. So, yeah, this is a huge deal, folks, because we have 2 wins away from the World Series. The very first World Series ever for my Seattle Mariners. As far as I can remember, I think we started being a team back in 1976 or 1977, somewhere in there. So it has been a very, very long time coming, and I am indescribably excited to see how we do it. Mr. Invader Zim says also, how about that double play last night when the Padres and the Trolley Dodgers, right? I'm with you, bro. Are you talking about the Brew Crew? And Mr. Piccirilli says, so sad how we've taken it for granted in Houston. Not making the ALCS in 2018 was tragic for you. Right, exactly. Now you get it. All right, my dear friends, my family, less talky, more rippy. Let's get into our first break of the day, shall we? And this one's going to be a doozy. Excuse me. This is PYT, 5 hobby boxes, 2024 Panini Prospects. Looking at 30 autographs. 30. 3-0. Let's go. No worries, Invader Zim. I read between the lines, my brother. I got you. I agree, Nurse T. You are correct. All right, legends. I hope we all know what teams we have. If you need to screenshot that list, please feel free to do so. Let's go. Box number 4 to the side because it is tradición. And here we go, folks. Jason says that filled up with a vengeance. Yes, it did, my man. Bro, and each and every one of you here in this family, we have definitely noticed that all of our breaks are filling very, very, very quickly. And from the bottom of our heart, thank you so damn much. As I have said before, my dear friends, if you like this channel now, just wait, because it's going to get so much better. Love you all so damn much. Starting the morning right on a terrific Tuesday. Invader Zim says that new Bowman break is closing on a full one. Yes, sir. Mikey Kobaugh, good morning, legend. Smacking that resub button for the 7th month. Thank you so much, Mr. Kobaugh. Empty box there, folks. Pack number 4 to the side. Let's go. Thank you again, Mikey Kobaugh, making my day over there, buddy. He says best 7 months ever. I could not agree more. Great to see you this morning, my brother. You had a package that went out yesterday, by the way, Mikey, too. Mikey 1 says, y'all remember back when it took like days to fill breaks. Filling breaks is under 20 minutes is insane. So proud of how much we've grown. All thanks to you guys. I could not agree more, Mikey 1. You are spot on. Took the words right out of my mouth, my brother. All right, here we go, fam damly. Starting out, little Chase Hampton, Sikora, Tyler the Black for Milwaukee, as Alice Cooper would say. And that one is number 2/149 for the Brew Crew. That one goes to Mr. Alan White. Congratulations, Alan White, on our very first numbered card of the week. How about a Savage, who had a heck of a 5 or 6 innings to start yesterday's game. Nurse T says there is no PYT breaks available right now. That is correct because they filled. Yeah. So we have some new breaks that are coming up there today, my friend. I appreciate your patience. Thank you. Mrs. Junkwax is literally working on it as we speak. We have an Alonzo Treadwell for the Houston Astros to 199. Jesus Baez for the Mets going to Todd O'Hara. Shout out to the Todd father. Very nice, Mr. Piccirilli. Very nice. So the show's up there from like last week? Interesting. I didn't know that there was that new of shows up there. Wow. I thought they were all like older stuff. Interesting. How about a Colt Emerson for our Seattle Mariners? Suas Pontank. Any Pokemon? Yeah. We do have Pokemon up there in the shop. Feel free to go check out JunkWaxVintage.com, my friend. Absolutely. We are moving on. We have a Milwaukee Brewer, Braylon Dalen Payne. Thank you, Suas Pontank. That is a heck of a name you got there, my man. Tony Carboni. Any new 80s, 90s NBA packs coming in? Yes, always, my friend. We always have new stuff coming in. You betcha, Tony Carboni. And we have a whole bunch of new stuff coming in this week as well. Max Anderson for the Detroit Tigers. Jace Bowen. Thatcher Hurd for the pinstripes on the red. Prism. Charlie Condon for the Rockies on the Domination. Jared Thomas, almost back-to-back Rockies. Tayshaun Walton for the Fightin' Phillies. Shout out to Mikey One. Roger that, Mikey One. It all makes sense, my man. Good to know. We have a Tayshaun Walton for those Fightin' Phillies going to Jason Saltzgiver. Congratulations to Jason with an E. David Shields for Alan White's Royals. Ethan Salas. Tyson Hadley Ho there. Neighbors. Bryce Rayner. Joseph Redfield for the Angels on the Prospect Prism. Sebastian Walcott. Shout out to our hermano, Mr. Cesar Mendoza. Zach Earhart, 191 out of 199 for Baston. That one goes to Aaron Whiteman. Shout out to Dr. Aaron. Good morning, Mr. Esposito. Top of the morning to you, my brother. How are we, Greg? Alonzo Treadwell. Somebody bang a trash can for Mikey 2. And the Astros. Nice one. And that one is numbered... Wait a second. 69.
Giggly.
Out of 75 for the Astros. It looked like it said 89 out of 75. It's like, what? Roddy Green for the Athletics. Shout out to Dutchie. Tyler the Black. Cole Foster. Bennett Lee. Hagen Smith for the White Sox. To go with that one of one that we pulled last week. Walker Janik for the Astros. Charlie Soto for Minnesota. And that one goes to Ryan Bartley. Number to 49. Congratulations, Ryan Bartley. Charlie Soto. Holy crapola. The Soto so nice you got him twice in a row. Autographed and numbered to 49. How cool is that? Congratulations, Ryan Bartley. Heck yeah. Owen Casey for the Cubbies. Redfield. Heriberto Hernandez for the Tampa Bay Rays. Charlie Condon. Ryan Johnson for the Angels, and I think that one's going to be numbered to 25 on the Mojo. Exactly. Third on print to 25. Beautiful. And Angels is Mikey Kobaugh. Congratulations again, brother. I know it. You like that, Brian Smith? Holy collation, Batman. Kumar Rocker for the Texas Rangers on the Aces. Rocker so nice we got him twice. Kellen Lindsay for the Trolley Dodgers. And that one goes to Alan White this morning. Congratulations, Alan White. Not numbered. Sean Keys and a little Morning Dix. J.D. Dix for those Arizona Diamondbacks, also going to Mr. Alan White. Excellent first box there, my dear friends. Mrs. Junk Wax. Here you go, my love. And this one goes to... I sure do. Here you go, sweetheart. Oh, you betcha. All right, legends. Not too shabby on box number 1. Let's go box number 2 after I snag myself a little sippy. Cheers, my friends. Broast. Pinkies up because we're fancy. You know, today we're getting pretty serious. Got my hair up. G-Man, welcome back, brother. Long time no see. He says, Dodgers Mariners World Series. We shall see, my man. That would be sick. If I'm being fully transparent, I am rooting for the Brewers. I hope the Brewers win. I would love to see a Seattle Mariners, Milwaukee Brewers World Series. Wouldn't be upset at a Dodgers World Series, but I would like to see the Brew Crew. G-Man says, your boys are ballin', man. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. This is a very special season, my brother. So I truly, truly believe that Cal Raleigh should get that MVP nod because of what he has had to do. And you know what, folks? I'll tell you what. I've been saying this for about the last 2 or 3 months or so, how special it is that Cal Raleigh is doing what he is doing as a catcher. And I love that they actually talked about that during the game last night. The commentators touched on that. And I was like, hell yeah. Preach, brother, preach. Mr. Peaks says the Mariners even made the news down under, and they never show baseball on the 6 p.m. news there. Very nice. I love it. G-Man says, but I'm sorry, the Brewers pen don't got it in them. Yeah, we're going to find out. We're going to find out. Mikey Koba, I see you, sir. I see you. That's right, Jeffro. You nailed it. Not trying to throw any shade at the Dodgers. If I'm being truly transparent, I think we have a better shot against the Brewers. That's why I'm choosing the Brewers. Because the Dodgers are amazing. So take it as a compliment. Oh, my Lanta, Tennessee guy, get out of here, man. Come on now, bro. Say what? You silly goose. All right, Chase Davis for the St. Lunatics. Gotta love some TikTok. Balake done. Ooh, we have a die cut for the Athletics. Ryan Lasco. And that one goes to Solomon Salvador. And that one is numbered to 9. Single digits. Felicidades. Salvador. Senor Salvador is what I meant to say. Felicidades, Senor Salvador. Beautiful. Number to 9. Outstanding. How about a Brandon Sproat for the Mets? Gino Groover for Arizona to $2.99. Shout out to Mr. Esposito. Great to have you this morning, Greg. Greg Esposito says Mariners and Brewers in all Seattle World Series. Oh, brother. Threaten me with a good time. Caden Scarborough for our Texas Rangers. Shout out to Mr. Mendoza, but this one goes to Alan White this morning. Paul Skeens, rookie for the Pirates. Mr. Noth, shout out to Milwaukee. Galaxy Gift, welcome back, my friend. Kadeem Dia. Classe. Creeper Clark Candiotti on the Velocity Prism. And that one is number 2. Oh, that is penultimate on print. 38 out of 39 for the San Diegans. David Goggins. Going to our buddy, Mr. Rob Richardson. Shout out to the Family Pharmacist. How about a PJ Morlando for the Marlins? Big Ben Hess. Nick McLean. I think he's a White Sox. Yep. And that goes to 125. Congratulations to the White Sox. That is Brandon Franz, also known as Johnny Utah, my brother from another mother. Love having him in a break with us. How about a Drew Thorpe? Back-to-back White Sox. Yandel Ricardo. Campos. McCage. Hagen Smith on the Prism. Rhett Lauder on the Domination. You got it, babe? Jorbit Vivas to 49 for the Pinstripes. And that goes to Mr. Alan White. Oh, wow. I believe that is a Trolley Dodger. And I believe that is number 25 out of 99. And that goes to Mr. Alan White again. Congratulations, Alan White. On the Franchise Features Prism, Brady Smith. Beautiful. Nice one. Alan White cleaning up this morning. How about Gerangelo Synthj for my Seattle Mariners, who was also mentioned on the commentating last night during that game. Jacob Melton, Holman, Johnny Farmello for my Seattle Mariners. Beautiful. Angel Martinez, Kellen Lindsay, Chris Cortez, another Angel to $2.99. Caleb Bonham, that's another White Sox. Holy crapola. Brandon Franz is cleaned it up this morning. Shout out to Johnny Utah on the Red Power Prism to 99. 22 out of 99. Outstanding. Ryan Waldschmidt, Gabriel Hughes, McLean, Brody Brecht for Colorado, Funky Cole Messina. That is another Colorado Rocky, numbered to 149, and that goes to Mikey Koba. Congratulations, Mr. Koba. Heck of a break for you this morning as well, my brother. We have another Lou St. J for my Seattle Mariners on the Aces. Seattle Mariners goes to Ryan Bruns this morning. Balake Burke for the Brew Crew on the Domination. Kalen Dalen Culpepper for Minnesota. Beautiful, and that goes to Ryan Bartley. Congratulations, Ryan. Dr. Whiteman, good morning. Paging Dr. Whiteman. And finishing that one off, folks, we have a Clemmy and a Burkholder. Nationals and Fighting Phillies. And that is break number 2 in the books. Or box number 2, I should say. All right, box number 3, after I snag myself a little sippy. All right, good luck, Legends. And by the way, folks, just a friendly reminder, this is the first break of 3 to start our morning. Next will be a football break, some Donruss Elite, 2 mega boxes, and then after that, we have one more Bowman Chrome Megabox Break. And then we might have some family rips also. Shout out to Mr. Matt King, also known as Mr. Peaks. Pack number 4, Extracted. Oh, you like that, Mad Thoughts? I agree. I am so with you, buddy. Every time I see that card, I'm like, oh, it's so bad, it's good. For you folks over here on TikTok this morning, if you have never once made the switch to Twitch or YouTube, I invite you to do so. There is a different view if you make that switch. Ooh, we have another loose seat, Jay. Beautiful. So yeah, there is a little bit of a different view. Feel free to come on over. Come on over, baby. We would love to have you. The water's fine. And Legends, we are up to 14,000 likes already this morning over here on TikTok. Thank you for beating that screen like it owes you back child support money. Good luck, everybody. How about a DeLauder for Cleveland? Shout out to Jesse Hockey, Tommy White, Mr. Anderson for the Motor City Kitties on the Prism, not numbered. Saint J on the Aces. Jairo Iriarte, $2.99 for the White Sox, going to Brandon Franz. Another shout out to Johnny Utah. How about a Jackson Kent base autograph for the Washington Nationals, going to Mikey Kobaugh. Congratulations again, Mr. Kobaugh. Mikey killing it this morning. Him and Alan White both. Fenwick Trimble and Brandon Franz for that matter. Ryan Sloan, Balake Larson, Creeper Candiati, Trimble, Balake Burke, a dollop of Dollander to 99 for the Rockies, and that is another one for Mikey Kobaugh. Danny Rendon, thank you so much for the beautiful gifts this morning, my brother. Great to see you. Good morning, Danny. And how about a Peyton Tolley for the Bo Sox, paging Dr. Aaron. Nice one, buddy. And that is a rare on-card autograph. Gorgeous. And that one is numbered to 99. Congratulations, Dr. Aaron. Tolley is no slouch. Walker Martin. Mr. Koba, I love you so much, brother. I see you, Mikey One. So both magnificent and marvelous Mikeys in the chat over here on Twitch. Mikey One says, why does this song have the door opening sound effect from Doom? Good question. Mikey Koba says, in a world full of bagels, Dalen and Amanda are a couple of donuts. Thank you, Mikey Koba. I agree. Old Joey Oakey for the Clevelanders. Chase Burns, Ryan Lasco, Jonah Tong, stud for the Mets on the optic. Kyle DeBarge, Napchick to $2.99 for our Clevelanders. Shout out to Mr. Alan White this morning. Emilian Petrie, that is back-to-back Alan White. He has the Tampa Bay Rays on the autograph. Jacob Wright for the Athletics. Paul Skeens, rookie for the Pirates. Francisco Vilorio, Shepherdson, Owen Hall for the Motor City Kitties. And that one is numbered to 149. 67th on print, to be exact. Prepping for the pros, Jay Tibbs. The fictional Sid Finch for the Mets. Good morning, Dave Clark. How are you, my brother? Happy Tuesday. You were just in time to come in here during a first family break of the week. Fenwick Trimble for Bienvenidos a Miami. And that is another one. Oh, I am so sorry. That goes to Jim Cos, Mr. Cosgrove. Congratulations, my brother. OG, the family, taking down another autograph. Yandel Ricardo. Durangelo, so nice. We have seen him 4 times this morning. Absolutely right, Dave Clark. Malcolm in the Middle Moore. Jorbit Vivas. Braylon Dalen Payne for the Brew Crew, numbered to 99. We have a David Shields for the Royals. Griff O'Farrell for Uncle Moosey's Orioles. The Motor City Kitties, Michael Massey. And that one goes to the Dave Clark 5. Congratulations, Dave Clark, on your Motor City Kitties this morning, my man. Jacob Melton and Jesus Baez for the Mets, finishing off box number 3. East Coast Peter. Hey, it is damn good to see you this morning, my man. He says, congratulations on the Mariners making the Jays look pitiful. Oh, I wouldn't go that far. But they did pretty damn good. You know, the Blue Jays they're not playing terribly. The Mariners are just playing a little bit better. You know, and I think it is the Mariners' season this year, my dear friends. Dare I say it. Dare I say it. But they're looking pretty damn good. I think there's something special about this Seattle Mariners season. Could be the first time we're heading to the World Series, baby. Oh, you know it, Poutine Petey. I remember, my brother. Thank you. All right, legends. This is box number 5 because we're skipping that box number 4, right? Because it is Tradicion. Danny Rendon. He says, any chance of another Donruss Elite football break? Do we have any more Donruss Elite football? So we will have a larger PYT football break coming this week, but those are the only 2 mega boxes that we had, Danny Rendon. Sorry about that, brother. But we will have more. We will be running that back. It's just going to be a few days, buddy. Sorry about that. All right, legends. Second to last box magic. Good luck. Oh, there you go, Peter. I love it, brother. Thank you in advance. What was that, babe? Score football? We do have a score football. Is it a hobby, sweetie? 2 megas of score football, so we could do that. Danny Rendon. Similar, but different. Nuprin. Little. Yellow. Different. Looks like somebody just snagged some Upper Deck SP hockey. Looks like somebody just snagged some 2018 WWE. Thank you for hitting that shot this morning, my friends. Mikey Kobach says, Dalen, I don't want to say it's because of me, but the Mariners have never looked so good, and this is my first year here, so you're welcome. Thank you, Mikey Kobach. You're absolutely right, bro. I don't know how you did it, but I sincerely appreciate you doing it, my man. Thank you so much, Mikey. I definitely think there's a connection. Are you the witch that they hired off of Etsy? Because that would be super. Mr. Peaks says 5 spots left in the break family. Thank you so much, Mr. Peaks. We might be doing 4 breaks this morning. Old Cam Caminetti. Drew Beam. Lyle Lockhart on the Prism for the Trolley Dodgers. Kumar Rocker. Opper for the White Sox going to Brandon Franz to 199. Another one for Johnny Utah. How about a redemption? Damn right, Drew Jones. Thank you, my brother. I'm glad somebody got that reference. You know what we do with these, my dear friends. You're welcome. Paul Wilson. We will get into that at the very end. Charlie Soto, Max Muncy. Split your Jackson Wiggins. Clemmy. Caleb Lomavita for the Nationals on the ping. Roman Anthony to 49 for the Trolley Dodgers. Paging Dr. A. Aaron.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh my God!
Beautiful. Ooh, how about back-to-back bangers? For the Angels, rookie Nolan Schanuel. And that is a Scope Prism. Beautiful. Congratulations, Mikey Kobaugh. And that is numbered 29 out of 49 there for you, my man. Tyson Lewis. And good morning to one half of the Super Stroopers. That's right, Mr. Esposito, I remember. Chase Harlan. Thank you, Dr. A. Aaron. There you go, my man. Christian Scott for the Mets. Silas. Jackson Merrill, rookie on the Optic. Slade Caldwell for the D-Bags. Miles Naylor, 249 for the Athletics, going to Solomon. Senor Salvador. We have a Kendall George on the color match for the Trolley Dodgers. 101 out of 149, going to Mr. Allen White. Mr. Jacob Wilson for the Athletics. Colt Emerson, stud prospect for my Seattle Mariners. Chase Davis. Balake Dunn. Fenwick Trimble. That is for the Marlins, 8th on print to 199. That is one for Jim Cause. Balake Burke. Chase McDermott, 297 out of 299 for Uncle Moosey's Orioles. One moment, my dear friends, a little spot of housekeeping. My love. We have a Caden Scarborough for our Texas Rangers. Shout out to Senor Mendoza. but Alan White has those Texas Rangers this morning. Ethan Salas for San Diego. Rodney Green. Kadeem Diaz for Minnesota. Former Seattle Mariner Jonathan Clase for the Blue Jays. Bryce Cunningham. Another one for the Yankees, excuse me. Wrong New York Dalen. That is a Velocity Prism. 20th on print to 39, and that goes to Alan White and the Yankees this morning. Thank you so much, Marky Mark and the Wheels Bunch. Hope you're having a wonderful morning, my man. Great to see you as always. Tommy White on the Prepping for the Pros. Paul Skeens, rookie on the Domination. Midnight and Mason Montgomery to 99 for the Tampa Bay Rays. Another one for Mr. Alan White. That is 60th on print to 99. Congratulations, Alan. Absolutely murdering the break this morning. Tyler Black for Milwaukee and Colton Yellow Ledbetter. Finishing that one off. Shout out to Pearl Jam. Onward, says Junk Wax. I am on day 3 of kicking my hardest and longest habit ever, junk food. Having a rough time, but your sweet, sweet voice is keeping me sane. Oh, my brother. I appreciate that so much, Onward.
This is the coolest thing I have ever seen.
Thank you for saying that, buddy. Yeah, junk food's a tough one. You are not wrong. Well, good luck on that, Onward. And if there's anybody that can do it, my friend, I think it's you. I have all the faith in you, my brother. Rated Rookies, welcome back, buddy. Great to see you this morning. How are you on this terrific Tuesday? Big hugs and firm handshakes all around. You are just in time to see us busting into the last box of break number 1 of the morning. For the last time in this break, you know what we must do. We shout grippeth. And we shout rippeth. Good luck. And we will get into that sweat last. Thank you so much, Brian Smith. I appreciate it. Invader Zim, you absolutely know it, my brother. Pack number 4, Ectomy, is complete. Tony Carboni looking for an autographed Cubby. Gosh, I hope I can find you one, my brother. Let's go. Mikey Kafah. I love you so much. He says Dalen is more fun than bubble wrap. I agree, sir. I agree. Onward says it's rough. Gave up drinking alcohol and herb, and 2 recently, so all I have left is ripping cards. Well, you're in the right place, brother. So keep up the good work over there, buddy. Those are all really, really good choices that your body is going to thank you for eventually, but not today. Trust me, I have been there, my friend. I know how that goes. Alrighty. Last box Magic Legends, and then we're getting into those fabled pack number 4s. We have a Malcolm in the Middle Moore, Jorbit Vivas, Creeper Candiati for the San Diegans, going to Rob Richardson. And that is 40th on print to 149. Carson Benji for the Mets on the ping, and we're not talking about a little Asian duck. Cade Horton Heat. J.D. Dix for the Arizona Diamondbacks, going to Alan White on the autograph. Is that the second Dix autograph we found this morning? Braylon Dalen Payne. David Shields. Parker Smith. Cunningham for the Mets. Rintaro Sasaki going to Dr. A. Aaron, and that is an Optic Prism Sasaki. Not too shabby, buddy. Brody Brecht for Colorado. Jackson Merrill, rookie to 99 for the San Diego Padres. Another one for the family pharmacist this morning. Shout out to Mr. Rob Richardson. Beautiful. Jesus Baez for the Mets on the Red Power Prism. And that one goes to Todd O'Hara. Congratulations, Todd O'Hara. 25 out of 99 for the legend himself. Shout out to the Todd father. Ethan Salas. Rodney Green. Owen Hall for the Motor City Kitties. Jackson Merrill. Baltimore Orioles. Velocity Prism, Chase McDermott. And that one is numbered 39 out of 79. And that one goes to Dr. A. Aaron. Indeed, Mr. Esposito. Travis Bazana, your number 1 draft pick on the ping. Oh, how about back-to-back Bazana? Gotta love it. Shout out to our Clevelanders. Tanner Hall for Minnesota. Autograph. And that one is numbered 41 out of 125. And that one goes to Ryan Bartley. Tyler of the Black, Colton Yellow Ledbetter, Jonah Tong, El Mutante, Leo Dallas DeVries for the San Diegans. He is now a Las Vegas Athletic. Lucky Luciano for the Diamondbacks. Kyle Teal. Walker Janik, 249 on the purple, and that goes to Mikey Koba and the Astros. Somebody please bang a trash can. Jacob Melton, that is back-to-back Astros. Congratulations again, Mikey Koba. Goodness gracious, my good man. Cleaning up this morning, you and Alan White. Joseph Redfield for the Angels. Sean Keys. Alake Walters for the Royals. Cubbies. Mr. Matt Shaw. Aiden May for the Marlins. Charlie Condon. Cole Foster for the San Franciscans. And that is another one for Mr. Jason Frazier. Shout out to my fellow Austinite who lives in my old apartments. That is so crazy. Small world, Jason Frazier. Yohandy Morales for the Nationals. That is going to Mr. Mikey Koba. That is 13 out of 75. Another one for you this morning, Mr. Koba. Another Dix. Santana for Tampa Bay. And that finishes off our base packs, my friends. Pack number 4s. I do believe we still have some autographs hiding in here. Kareem. 2 shakes of a lamb's tail, my dear friends. We need to bust into a brand new Spicy Walter. Good morning, Dallas. How was my favorite golden pony boy this morning? You handsome son of a gun. Always good to see you on this terrific Tuesday. Cheers, my brother. So good. All right, legends. Last pack magics out of break number 1. We're moving on to football after this one. And we will get into that sweat at the very end. Also, I'm hoping it's a Cubbies autograph. We shall see. Top of the morning to you, Dallas. How was your weekend, my brother? ¿Cómo fue su fin de semana? En español. Karen says, how about those Mariners? I know, homie. My Mariners are absolutely killing it. I'm excited for them to have a day off today, and then we're getting right back to it. Excuse me. That is our last pack number 4 there, folks. Here we go. Tayshawn Walton for the Fightin' Phillies. And by the way, folks over here on TikTok, everything sounds good this morning, right? Can I get some thumbs up over here on TikTok if everything sounds good? Because I'm going to go ahead and just take that text right off the screen. Don't think we need that up there now. Sounds perfect. Thank you so much, Mr. Peaks. Beautiful. All right, little Luke Little. Bryce Rayner for the Motor City Kitties. That's right, Invader Zim. So the second Bowman break filled this morning. So, folks, we're going to get into 4 breaks to start our Tuesday. Thank you so much, Bray Dog. I appreciate that, buddy. Good to see you this morning, bud. How about a Noble Meyer on the Aces? Jake Geloff for the Trolley Dodgers to $2.99, going to Mr. Alan White. Alex Clemmy. That's another one for Mikey Koba and the Nationals. Goodness gracious, sir. Save some for the rest of us, Mikey Koba, you hog. I'm just kidding, in the best of ways. Tennessee guy, welcome back, buddy. Thank you so much, Karen. Wonderful to see you on this terrific Tuesday. Brian Holiday. Owen Keisey for the Cubbies. Back-to-back Cubbies with Cam Smith. Gino Groover. Thatcher Hurd for the Pinstripes. And that one is numbered 2nd on print to 149. Beautiful. Dallas says, family is all sick. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, buddy. He says, but we got that MJ hit, so it made your weekend. That's right, brother. So did you videotape that? I hope you did, man, because that's a big one. You don't find those very often. So our buddy Dallas found an SP1 Michael Jordan out of 1991 Upper Deck. I have pulled 2 of those in my entire life, and I remember both of them vividly. So I hope that memory is burned into your brain too, my brother. Straight cash, homie. Cash Mayfield. Chase Burns. Bryce Matthews for the Houston Astros. That is another one for Mikey Koba. Goodness gracious, we're going to have to do an autograph count for Mikey Koba out of this break. Braylon Dalen Payne. David Shields for the Royals. Kellen Lindsay. Caleb Bonnemer for the White Sox. Gotta love some TikTok. Brando Maya for the Pinstripes on the Mojo. Congratulations. Numbered, oh hell yeah. They don't call me the bookend king for nothing, my dear friends. 25 out of 25 for the Pinstripes. going to Mr. Alan White. Congratulations, brother. Beautiful. I'm going to go ahead and take this one. And Brando Maya is no slouch. Congratulations, my friend. Excellent. All right, we are finishing strong, folks. We have an Aiden Miller for the Fightin' Phillies. Braden Taylor. Chris Cortez for the Angels. Another one for Mikey Kobaugh. Base autograph. Josh Noth. Drew Thorpe. Eric Batanti. Emilian Petrie. Jacob Wright for the Trolley Dodgers. Tommy White for the Athletics. Travis Sikora to 99 for the Nationals. That is another one for Mikey Kobaugh. Dawson Hill for Minnesota going to Mr. Ryan Bartley. I don't believe that one is numbered. It is a base autograph. Congratulations, Ryan Bartley. And Jesus Baez for the Mets. And Caden Grice for the Arizona Diamondbacks. Shout out to Mr. Esposito. There you go, folks.
One down, one to go.
Last pack magic out of break number 1, my friends. Let's do it. We have the Totally So Nice, We Got Him Twice. Jet Williams. Rodney Green for the Athletics on the Optic. Noah Schultz to go with that 1 of 1 that we pulled last week. Balake Dunn, numbered to 10. Mr. Alan White. Goodness gracious, brother. That is 8th on print to 10 on the Blake Dunn rookie. Ivan Melendez for the Diamondbacks, base autograph, and Colton Yellow Ledbetter with Brian Holiday finishing us off on the base packs. Mr. Chopperton, good morning, you legend. Great to see you. Thank you, Mikey One. It is wonderful to see you over here, my brother. And thank you for the positivity. Looks like somebody's having a bad day over here on TikTok. Yikes. Mikey Kobaugh says JWV shows are kind of like a nap. They never last long enough. I like it. All right, my dear friends, my family. Let's see who our redemption is, shall we? Great to see you this morning, Mr. Chomperton. How are you? How was your weekend? You were just in time for a last sweat of our first break of the day. Ooh. It is a franchise future signature red parallel. That's going to be an on-card autograph of Yohandy Morales for the Nationals. And that is another one for Mikey Kobaugh. Goodness freaking gracious. Mikey Kobaugh, you have absolutely annihilated this break, my brother. Damn. So we're going to do a quick little recap of everything that we just found in that break. Goodness gracious. Gotta love these Panini Prospects breaks, folks. Look at all those. Shout out to Mrs. Junkwax. Mikey Kobaugh, I am happy to redeem that for you, my brother. You bet. Let me make myself a little note here. Thank you, as always, for letting me do that for you. There you go, my brother. Got you covered. Thank you. So on our numbered cards, we had the Geloff for the Trolley Dodgers to $2.99, Hurd for the Pinstripes, Foster for the San Franciscans, Rintaro Sasaki on the Optic, Creeper Candiotti for the Padres, Roman Anthony to $49 for the Preppin' for the Pros for the Bo Sox. Shout out to the Super Stroopers. Fenwick Trimble for the Marlins, McDermott to $2.99 for the Orioles, Opper to $1.99 for the White Sox, Napchick to $2.99 for the Clevelanders, Owen Hall for the Motor City Kitties to $149. Sid Finch to $199 for the Mets. Jorbit Vivas to $49 for the Pinstripes. Cortez for the Angels to $299. Funky Cole Messina for the Rockies. That is numbered to $149. Paul Skeens, rookie for the Pirates. Durangelo for the Mariners. Ryan Lasco, and that one is numbered to 9. 5th on print to 9. Gotta love it. Durangelo, Gino Groover to $299. $199 for the Astros. $191 out of $199 for the Bo Sox. Thatcher Hurd for the Pinstripes to $299. And Tyler the Black for Milwaukee going to Alan White, and that is numbered to $149. All right, those are our higher numbered stuff there, folks. Autographs and lower numbered stuff. Brando Maya, 25 out of 25 for the Pinstripes. Sikora, to 99 for the Nationals, Dawson Hill for Minnesota. Balake Dunn, numbered to 10 for the Reds. Melendez for the Diamondbacks, base. Angels, Chris Cortez, base. Bryce Matthews for the Houston Astros, base auto. Clemmy, base auto for the Nationals. Tanner Hall for Minnesota. That one is 41st on print to 125, and that goes to Ryan Bartley. Walker Janik to 49 for the Astros. Melton, base auto for the Astros. Yohandy Morales for the Nationals. And that's hilarious because you got an autograph and you got a redemption for the same dude. So he signed stickers, but he did not sign his on-card autographs. Interesting. Jackson Merrill to 99 for the San Diegans, going to Rob Richardson. Jesus Baez on the Red Power for the Mets. Gotcha, Mr. Saltzgiver. I know. So there was a lot of Cubs in there. You just didn't get any autographs, Tony Carboni. I am so sorry, buddy. Chase McDermott to 79. J.D. Dix for the Diamondbacks for Alan White on the base auto. Scarborough for the Rangers, base auto. Bryce Cunningham for the Yankees to 39. Midnight and Mason Montgomery for the Tampa Bay Rays to 99. Kellen Lindsey for the Trolley Dodgers. Fenwick Trimble for the Marlins. Base autographs. Emilian Petrie for the Rays, base auto. Jairo Iriarte. The whitest pronunciation I could possibly do. For the White Sox to 99, going to Brandon Franz. Kendall George for the Trolley Dodgers. That is to 149. Miles Naylor to 49 for the Athletics. Nolan Schanuel for the Angels. That is 29 out of 49. Ryan Johnson to 25 for the Angels. Another one for Mikey Koba. That is third on print to 25. Charlie Soto for Minnesota. Soto, so nice, you got him twice in a row. One numbered to 49, one autograph. Alonzo Treadwell for the Astros. Numbered to 75. Tayshaun Walton for the Fightin' Phillies, going to Mr. Saltzgiver. Scarborough, so nice, you got him twice for the Texas Rangers. That goes to Alan White, base auto. Brady Smith for the Trolley Dodgers. And that is numbered 25 out of 99. Jesus Baez for the Mets. Caleb Bonnemer for the White Sox to 99. Back-to-back White Sox. Congratulations, Brandon Franz. That one is numbered to 125. And Kalen Dalen Culpepper for Minnesota on the base auto. And just a couple more here, folks. Creeper Clark Candiotti for the San Diegans. Numbered 38 out of 39. Penultimate on print. Michael Massey for the Tigers. Braylon Dalen Payne for Milwaukee. Numbered to 99. Peyton Tolley for the Bo Sox to 99. A dollop of Dollander to 99 for the Rockies. And last but not least for the Nationals, Jackson Kent. Congratulations again, Mikey Koba. Excellent first break of the morning, gosh dang it. For those of you that did not get any juice out of that break, I am so sorry. That is the game that we play. And I promise you, you will have a better break on the next one. All right, thank you again, Mikey Koba, for letting me redeem this for you, buddy. I will do that right after the show. We are switching gears. Let's get into some football. But we do need to randomize. Need to pick up my camera just a scotch. That's a little bit better. Nice. All right, legends. You know what we must do. Good luck to each and every one of you. Let me load some football teams here real quick. May I please have a copyable list of all NFL football teams? Thank you so much. Mr. Esposito, you know it, brother. Thank you so much, Dallas. Thank you, J-Rod. Good guess. Mikey Koba, I love it. Shout out to our buddy Rachel. And good morning, Miss Melly. How was your weekend, Melly P? Great to see you as always, my homie. Good luck. And it is lucky number 8. 5 and 3. 8 it is. Good guesses there, my friends. You were so close there, Jeffro. All right, homies. Let me load in some teams here real quick. As always, you will have a minute for some team trading. All right, that's better. Eight times here, folks. Good luck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And if you were so inclined, you can start trading your teams, right? Meow. There you go. I love it, Danny Rendon. Thank you. Mikey1, I cannot thank you enough for putting that tutorial in the chat preemptively. Smart man. Thank you so much, Mikey. Mr. Rashid Ward, I cannot thank you enough for the beautiful TikTok gifts over here. You handsome son of a gun, making my morning over here, Mr. Ward. Thank you, buddy. Rated Rookie says, every time you whistle, I check my phone because that's my ringtone for messages. I love it. I could be a professional whistler. If this whole thing doesn't work out, I got a bright future in whistling. Mikey Koba says, Dalen's humor is like a dog whistle. It mostly goes undetected, but to those that get it, they really get it. Yes, you do, Mikey Koba. Thank you, legend. Onward says, Mrs. Onward calls you Whistle Man. Like it. Shout out to Mrs. Onward. Thank you, Dallas. I agree. Rated Rookie says, and my dog's ears stand up. Nice. Shout out to the pooches. Dane Yurchich says, how fast do you send out the cards after we buy them? So Dane, as I have talked about many, many times on this channel before, my man, we do not ship after every single break. We do not ship after every single personal rip. So how this channel works, my man, is for you folks that are in the United States, we basically break all week. Okay, we break, we rip all those personal rips, all that stuff. Then over the weekend, we sort everything, get everything bagged up. We label everything for you. We typically put it all into boxes, and then we start shipping it out the following week. So if you had rips that happened last week, they will be shipped out this week. If you have rips this week, they will be shipped out next week. Good question, Daner. We do try to get them out as soon as we can. Caleb 4 says, hey, Dalen, give the Jags or Jets to Brad Green. Well, make up my mind on that one, Caleb. Which one do you want to give away there, my man? And I appreciate you being so kind and thoughtful. Thank you, Mr. 4. That is very sweet of you. I agree, Mr. Kind. You're right. That one's a tough one, Caleb. I can't decide for you, my brother. Okay, I think we might have a trade. Maybe. Little housekeeping. Mr. Peaks, Topps just announced Labubu cards dropping October 20th. Oh, no. I don't know if we're going to have those, my dear friends. We shall see. Labubu cards? Really? Those are those little demonic-looking stuffed animal things that people hang on their bags. Little collectible Labubus. Okay, we do have a complete trade. Beautiful. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. We have the Eagles and the 40 Whiners. So number 17 for Ben Rickert. Thank you, Ben. It is wonderful to see you this morning, my brother. And then the Niners, or the Eagles, excuse me, is going to be number 6. So Mikey Koba and Ben Rickert. So Ben, you're going to have the Eagles in spot number 17. And Mikey Koba, you're going to have the 40 Whiners, excuse me, in spot number 6. There you go, buds. Got you locked in. Rashid says, imagine the Seattle Cards if they win the big show. Yeah, that's right. And the price for Cal Raleigh is already up. You're correct. Indeed. The Cal Raleigh market is very healthy at the moment. That's right, Dallas. And Mad Thought says, what year is this? Does it have Scatabo rookies? It could. It could. I'd have to double check the checklist, my friend, but this is 2025. All right, folks. I think the trading has come to a dull roar. Let's flip this back around and get them locked in. Thank you for bearing with me, my dear friends. If you need to use the restroom or grab yourself a fresh beverage, now would be a perfect time to do so. Ah, there you go, Melody. Yep, that's right. That's right. Shout out to Labubu. I saw so many of those at the National. All right, Mr. Saltzgiver taking the Ravens in spot number 1. Jeremy Gallant, the most gallant, taking Bengals, Lions, and Dolphins. Alan White, spot number 5, North Kakalaki Panthers. Mikey Koba, spot number 7, the Cardinals. Shout out to Mr. Esposito. And our awesome Arizonans. Jesse Hockey, spot number 8, the Patriots. Shout out to my fellow veteran, Mr. Cody Simons. Alan White, spot number 9, the Chargers. Jim Cos, number 10, OG of the family, taking down the Cowboys. Shout out to Mr. Alex Wayne. Yessie Hockey, spot number 11, the Commanders. Looking for some JD. Alan White, 12 and 13, Titans and Browns. Tennessee. And I am still thirsty. The one half of the Super Stroopers, the Raiders. Thank you, Chris. Alan White, spot number 15, the Bears. The Bears. Quick wrestling match. Ditka versus God. Who wins? Trick question. Ditka is God. I hope somebody gets that obscure reference. Chiefs, number 16 for Ben Rickert. And we are halfway there. Ben Rickert also took the Angels. Melly P, spot number 18, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Jesse Hockey, spot number 19, the Bucks. Caleb 4, spot number 20, the Texans. That's right, Mr. Piccirilli. I'm glad you caught that, brother. One half of the Super Stroopers, spot number 21, Vikings. Some Minnesotans. Mikey Koba, spot number 22, the Colts. Jim Cos, number 23, the Giants. And if I remember correctly, Jim Cos, that is your PC team there, my brother. Outstanding. Jason Saltzgiver, spot number 24, the Jags. Jim Cos, spot number 25, the Falcons. Yessie Hockey, spot number 26, the Bills. Shout out to Miss Melody. Caleb 4, Packers and number 27. And Caleb 4, I see you have Packers and number 27. You have Jets and number 32. Of course, there is never any obligation, but I know you said something about wanting to gift one of those spots. Before I write those in and have to white out that spot, which spot would you like to give away there, Caleb? If any at all. If none at all, that is 1,000% okay too. Okay, he said Jags. And who did you want me to give those to? To Brad. You talking Brad Green? Jags to Brad Green. You actually don't have the Jags, my brother. Jason Saltzgiver has the Jags in spot number 24. Oh, Jets. Jets. Gotcha, brother. All right, that would be number 32. So I'm going to white out number 32, and you said give that to Brad Green? That is very, very sweet of you, my man. You got it. We're going to let that white out dry for just a moment. So Mr. 4, spot number 27, you got the Packers. See if we can find you some instant karma this morning, Caleb. Melly P, the next 4 spots, 28 through 31. Rams, Broncos, Saints, Seahawks. Shout out to our buddy Jimmy Nuge on the Saints. And last but not least, Mr. Brad Green, courtesy of Caleb 4, taking down the Jets. There you go, legends. If you would do me a huge solid, give me a hell yeah in the chat if that looks accurate. I see you, Dallas. Nicely done. Well played. I love you guys, Dip, so damn much. Mr. Mikey Koba says, I'm going to be that guy. Dalen, could you please give the Cardinals to Greg Esposito? That is very, very kind of you, my friend. I am absolutely grateful to do so. You betcha. So Mr. Esposito on the Cardinals. That would be spot number 7. Thank you, Mikey, for being so kind and thoughtful. I appreciate you, brother. We're going to let that white out dry for just a momentum. Thank you, Jason Saltzgiver. Thank you again, Rashid, for those beautiful TikTok gifts over here, buddy. Helping to keep this channel on the rails. Thank you so much, Mikey Koba and Mr. Esposito. I know he is very, very grateful. And this is why, my dear friends, that I say almost every single day that we have the best group of Gem, Mint, 10 human beings in the entire card hobby, right here in the JWVCC, because of each and every one of you. Easy fix there, buddy. There you go, number 7, Greg Esposito. And thank you again, Mikey Koba. All right, folks. Break number 2 of the morning. After I snag myself a little sippy. Will I am. Good morning, brother. I hope all is well with you, too. Thank you for the positivity, buddy. Happy Tuesday. All right, folks. Mrs. JunkWax, did you steal my blade? That's okay, honey. We just need to get you a nice one. All right, homies. Good luck. Absolutely right, Mikey Koba. Thank you. All thanks go to you, my brother. Will, how have you been, my man? Long time no see. Big hugs and firm handshakes to you, buddy. You know it, Mr. Piccirilli. That's where she hides them. We're just going to go ahead and bust both of these. Empty box number 1. Empty box number 2. Pack number 4, Ectomy. And we will bust those last. All right, my dear friends, good luck to each and every one of you. Caleb 4. You got a business call, so hope to see you tonight. I hope to see you back here tonight, Caleb. That would be magnificent. You already know, my brother, we will be back here at same junk time, same junk channel. 8 p.m. Central Standard Time tonight because we get to do it all over again. There will be some new products going up in the shop today. There will be some new breaks going up there in the shop today as well. I think we might have a WWE break that we'll post tonight at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. One of the bigger breaks, one of the bigger WWE breaks that we have ever done here on this channel. I think that one's going to be about $1,500 worth of product. That's a big one. Those Sapphire boxes are redonkulously expensive. The Cactus Jack boxes are not cheap also. And that 2023 Prism WWE. Looking for a color blast. We have actually found 2 of them. So hoping to find a third one in that one. Oh, I see you there, Mr. King. So yeah, that one's going to go live tonight at 7, and then we might have a little surprise going up there also. I'll keep you updated in the family chat and Discord. All right, legends, we start off with the Eagles. Dalen Hurts. Jamar Chase. Darrell Rivas. Jay Jetta. Chuba. Mr. Anderson Jr. for the Texans. Will Brock Bowers for the Raiders. Wesley and his salty walls for North Kakalaki. Justin Simmons, Steve Young, Brian Thomas Jr. Gosh, these cards are pretty. One half of the brothers Bosa. Bucky Irving for the Bucks. Saquon Gnarls Barkley for the Eagles. Bosa. Jaden Daniels. Excuse me. There you go, Yesy Hockey. That is absolutely right, Mikey 1. Yep. Correct. Lamb Jack for the Dirty Birdies. Allstott with those giant pads for the Bucks. Throwback legend. Derrick Henry. Field Vision Nico Collins for the Texans. Bryce Young for North Kakalaki. Mr. Matthew Stafford for the Rams. Patrick Queen. I think that's back-to-back Melody for the Steelers. Jamal Charles for the Chiefs. Jamar Chase, so nice you got him twice on the Spellbound for WKRP. Devontae Adams. Tony Pollard. Najee Harris, still looking weird in a Chargers uniform in my humble opinion. Calvin Ridley. Ooh, we have a numbered for the Chargers, numbered to 849, Omarion Hampton. And Chargers go to Alan White. Congratulations, Alan. You like that, Mikey Koba? Thanks, Panini. Devon H.A., JT, Michael Vick for the Eagles. Victor Lopez, good morning, my man. Straight cash, homie. Little Randy Moss. Amon-Ra St. Brown to 849 for the Lions. And that goes to Jeremy Gallant. There you go, Jay. Uncle Smitty. Yay. Smacking that resub button for the 32nd month over here on Twitch.
This is the coolest thing I have ever seen.
I love you so much, Tio Smitty. Que bueno verte. Este mañana. Como fue su de fin de semana? CJ Stroud. Braylon Dalen Allen for the Jets. Oh, hell yeah. How about some Bo Nose for those Raiders this morning? Peanut Butter and Jealous. Chris Stroop. Beautiful. Ozzie Newsome. Full Throttle Marvin Mims for the Horsies. Hendrickson. Mikey Evans for the Bucks. JSN for my Seattle Sea Chickens, my son's PC. Little Bo Nix. And Tyler Booker to $9.99 for Dem Boys. And that one goes to Jim Cause. Congratulations, Jim Cause. So we got 3 numbered cards out of that one. Mrs. J. Thank you so much, my love. Mrs. Junk Wax is working on another break over there. I see you, babe. I see you, Mikey Koba. Victor Lopez, how about those Seattle Mariners? I know, buddy. I know. We are 2 wins away from our very first World Series. Good morning to the Todd Father. Good morning, Ghost Sign and Neon. Welcome back, my man. Great to see you. Happy Tuesday morning. Uncle Smitty, you just got an internal audit by your boss's boss. Yikes. But it went well? Well, that's good news. Outstanding. Absolutely right, Mr. Stroop. Bo knows. The Super Stroopers. And right back at you, Tio Smitty. Igualmente. threaten me with a good time, baby. She said, I'm going to give you an internal audit.
Giggly, giggly.
It is hashtag JWAD somewhere, my dear friends. Good morning, Dutchie. How is my favorite JVD? That is correct, Victor Lopez. That's right, brother. All right, we are almost there, my friends. One last pack. Uncle Smitty, cannot thank you enough, my brother, for smacking that resub button for the 32nd month. That is a milestone, my friend. Damn. Who would have thunk when we were streaming back in the closet for 4 people that we would be here at 32 months, Uncle Smitty? Whenever I see those long-term resubs, they make me think back in time, my man. And you and I have been through a lot in these last almost 5 years. Love you, buddy. All right, we have a Saquon Gnarls Barkley. Rashid says, whose autographs are on the baseballs? So we have Julio Rodriguez right there, Jackson Holiday right there, Nolan Ryan right there, and Ken Griffey Jr. right there. Good question, Rashid. How about one half of the brothers Bosa? I see you, Danny Rendon. Xavier Worthy, my son's PC. Kobe Luna, buenos dias, hermano. Daryl Green for the Redskins. James Cook. PSA 10 Kid Reporter, Michael Irvin. Golden Tate III. Phil Sims. Caleb Williams for the Bears. Kyle Manangai. On the Revolucion Groove design, for lack of a better term, and that is numbered to 649 for the Bears. And that goes to Alan White. Congratulations, Alan. Isn't that pretty? Thank you, Melody. I agree. Here you go, Mrs. J. We have a Brian Burns for the Giants going to Jim Cause. Dallas Turner. Joe Mixon. Nobody questions Eric Dickerson. Brian Urlacher with his hairline. We have a PSA 10 Kid Reporter. Patrick Surtain, Aeneas Williams, Amon Ross, so nice, we have seen him twice. The little Brian Robinson Jr. Jamar Chase on the Full Throttle for WKRP. Hawkinson. Terry Bradshaw for the Steelers. Shout out to Miss Melody. Good morning, DJP. Great to see you this morning, my man. How are you? Happy Tuesday, brother. Christian Gonzalez for the Patriots. T-Law with his Locks of Love. The Elite, TJ Watt. And that goes to Melody and the Steelers. William Andrews for the Falcons. Another Jaden Daniels. Lambjack. Allstott with the Giant Pads. Derrick Henry. Bryce Young. Stafford. Patrick Queen. Charles. Malachi Starks. 473 out of 499 for the Dirty Birdie Ravens with the Nerf helmet. And that one, my dear friends, goes to Jason Saltzgiver. Congratulations, Jason. Isn't that pretty? Cool card, Jason. Kyler Murray. Maker Bayfield. Jason Taylor. Rome. Brian Burns for the Giants going to Jim Cause. Another one to $4.99. Congratulations, Jim. PSA 10 Kid Reporter. Connor for the Cardinals. Taysom Hill, shout out to Jimmy Nuge. We have a Portishead. Shout out to Clinton Portis. Josh Allen and Brock Bowers on your Spellbound. Last but not least for the Raiders. There you go, my love. All right, folks, give me just a moment for a spot of housekeeping. And we are down to the last 2 packs out of break number 2. We have one more break after this, folks. And then we're going to get into a couple of juicy family rips. And then we have one more break. We're going to do 4 this morning. Good luck, everybody. There you go, Mikey Kobaugh. I love it. Gotta love those schmeckles. DJP, how about those Mariners? I know, buddy. We're doing pretty damn well. I almost don't even want to say anything. I don't want to jinx it. All right, here we go. My son's PC, Xavier Worthy for the Chiefs. Darryl Green, James Cook for the Bills. William Andrews for the Dirty Birdie Falcons. Chase Brown for WKRP to $9.99. Not too shabby. That goes to Jeremy Gallant. Congratulations, Jeremy. Thank you so much, Danny Rendon. Would not be able to do it without people just like you, my good man. Justin Sherbert, Myles Garrett, James Lofton, George Kittle, and Dak Prescott, last but not least, numbered to 649 for dem boys. Beautiful, beautiful card. Gosh, those are pretty. Would you just look at it? And Cowboys goes to Jim Cos this morning. Congratulations again, Jim Cos. Thank you, sweetheart. All right, legends, that is break number 2 in the books. We will do a recap in just a moment. Aw, thank you, Dutchie, for making the switch to Twitch. It is wonderful to see you over here, you handsome son of a gun. Thank you again for the kind words, Danny. Third break of the morning, my dear friends. We have another round. It is our 13th round of Bowman Chrome Baseball Megaboxes. So quick recap over the football break there, folks. We had the Chase Brown for WKRP to $9.99. $6.49 for the Cowboys, Dak. Malachi Starks to $4.99 for the Ravens. Brian Burns to $4.99 for the Giants. Brock Bowers on the Spellbound. Kyle Monangai to $6.49 for the Bears. Tyler Booker to $9.99 for the Cowboys. Hampton to $8.49 for the Chargers. And Amon-Ra, $8.49 for the Lions. Not too shabby on 2 Megaboxes. Okie dokie, folkies. Let's randomize for the second time this morning. Best of luck to each and every one of you. It is lucky number 9. 6 and 3. 9 it is. And Mr. Rickert says, Dalen, when we getting some new Topps hoops? As soon as it releases, my brother. I think we already have some pre-ordered. I think it comes out on like the 23rd. So I think we're like 10 days out on Topps basketball. I think. Somebody double check me on that one. I could be wrong. All right, homies. Good luck. Oh, and you know what? I need to load some baseball teams in here real quick. May I please have a copyable list of all MLB baseball teams with no spaces? Thank you. That's right, Invader Zim. You know I'm always happy to bust a couple of Bowman breaks on a special Tuesday morning. Great to have you this morning, Alex. Thank you again, big man. There we go. All right, legends. Best of luck to each and every one of you. We're going to randomize this little bad boy 9 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And if you were so inclined, you can start trading your teams. Right? Meow. There you go. And Mikey 1, my man, we need to possibly make a new scene for this one. I love that I brought in the screen here, but it looks a little unprofessional as I look at it right now. I think we should change this one up. Just making myself a little mental note. But it works for now. Ah, there you go, Miss Melody. Getting your team organically. Beautiful. I think that's good karma. I'll go ahead and lock that in one for you, Miss Melody. Number 28. Beautiful. Shout out to old Lemon Grove, San Diego. Love you, Mikey. Thank you.
Hey, you!
I'm going to try to fix something right here, actually. While y'all are looking at those teams. That's a little bit better. That's a little bit better. A little bit. So, my dear friends, as always, you have every opportunity to trade those teams if you want, but if you do not want, that is okay as well. I'm going to give you about another 30 seconds. If I don't see any trading in the chat, we'll flip this right back around and get them locked in. Good morning to all my TikTokers over here. Good morning. Victor Lopez says good morning to the CEO. She says good morning. Thank you for the warm welcome, Victor. Always appreciated, my man. And folks, we are up to almost 40,000 likes this morning over here on TikTok. Thank you, legends. Greg Stein, good morning. Excuse me. Rated rookies. That would be myself, my brother. So Mikey1 does help us out big time on some of our overlays as well. But typically, that is myself. Oh, no. Ah! I think it's going to redo them, gosh dang it. I think it just reset those. Crap. My internet just crapped out. So I think we're going to have to go back. Hey, Mrs. JunkWax, can you go to the YouTube show by chance and back it up? I'm going to have to take a screenshot of what those teams were because it just reset. Yep. And then just, it's not that one. So that was after it reset, I think. So back up just a little bit, just like a scotch.
That's it.
That was it. Yep, right there. Got it. All right, I got it, folks.
Do you want me to screenshot it to you?
That would be great, honey. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. No sweat. Sorry about that, legends. There you go, Mikey1. Thank you so much. You were absolutely right. What, babe? Sure, if you want. Either way is fine. Yeah, that's great. Pushing rope. Welcome, my man. Good to see you, Rope. How are you doing this morning, my buddy? Happy Tuesday. So we're just snagging some teams here real quick, and I'm going to lock them in just a moment. Thank you all. You rock my face off, babe. Good morning, KC. How you doing there, Mr. Rossiter? My favorite Aloha Bets gracing us with his presence this morning. How you doing, KC? Big hugs and firm handshakes to you, my man. Another OG of the family. Alrighty, we're just going to go ahead and lock them in here, folks. Let's do it. I am not seeing it here, my love. But I can see from your screen right there if you just want to keep it up, babe. Ah. Jeremy Gallant, you have the Astros and the Tigers in spot number 1 and 2. All right. Thank you, sweetheart. That's okay, honey. No sweat. There we go. Okie dokie. So, Alan White, you have the Trolley Dodgers in spot number 3. John and his Salty Walls, 4 and 5. Rockies and Athletics. Mikey Kobos, spot number 6. Mariners, you lucky ducky. KC Roster, I could not agree more, my brother. It is an absolutely terrific Tuesday right here in Austin, Texas, my dear friend. And you are making my morning, my man. Thank you so much for the positivity. I could not agree more. ZS Gamer, hi. Hi. How are you? Thank you for speaking up in the chat. Mikey Koba, my Seattle Mariners, you lucky ducky. Jeremy Gallant, spot number 7, the Pirates. Alan White, spot number 8, the Braves. Mikey Kobach, spot number 9, the Nationals. Alan White, spot number 10, the White Sox. Appropriate. Solomon Salvador, 11, 12, and 13, Rays, Guardians, and Angels. Yep. I love you, babe. One half of the Super Strooper, spot number 14, Minnesota. Yes, I'm just locking in some teams right now. ZS Gamer. And then we're going to open both of these boxes. Yes, you were absolutely right. Alan White, spot number 15, Rangers. Shout out to Cesar Mendoza. Mi hermano. Alan White, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We have Blue Jays, Marlins, Mets, Diamondbacks, Brewers. Possibly those World Series bound Brew Crew. Wishful thinking, anyway. Chris Stroop, spot number 21, the Cubbies. Mikey Kobach, spot number 22, Yankees. Matt King, also known as Mr. Peaks, 23 and 24, Red Sox and Orioles. Shout out to Uncle Moosey. Alan White, spot number 25, the Cardinals. Shout out to Jeffro and Mr. Willard, my St. Lunatics. Mr. Peaks, 26 and 27, Reds and Gigantes. Shout out to WKRP and Mr. Rob Richardson. Melly P, you got your Padres at number 28 and the Fightin' Phillies at number 29. And last but definitely not least, Mr. Alan White, spot number 30, got his Kansas City Royals. Ladies and gentlemen, the Moose is loose. Good morning, Uncle Moosey. It is wonderful to see you, my brother from another mother, making my morning as always. How are you this morning, Uncle Moosey? And I love that Alan White got his PC team this morning. Beautiful. All right, my dear friends, if you would do me a solid, take a gander at that list. If it looks accurate and appropriate, may I please have a hell yeah in the chat so I know we're ready. And thank you for the positivity, Push and Rope. Welcome back, my man. There we go. Thank you, Brian Smith. I love it. We are very well this morning, Uncle Moosey. Thank you for asking. This is the third break of the morning that we're about to do. Then we're going to get into a couple of juicy family rips. Shout out to Mr. Peaks. And shout out to Thomas Fredrickson, our Norwegian brother. Folks, we have a couple of movies this morning in our personal rip department. Cannot thank you enough, gentlemen. Thank you, Mr. Peaks. All right, boys and girls, I think we're solid. Thank you, Solomon. Thank you, one half of the Super Stroopers. Crush. All right, legends. Mrs. Junkwax, did you take my knife again? Nope, you didn't. It's right here. I'm so sorry. Forget I said that. Good luck. Thank you so much, DJP. I appreciate the positivity, my friend. So, folks, we're going to get into this break. Then we're going to get into a rip for Mr. Peaks. And then for our Norwegian brother, Thomas. And then we're going to come back to a second Bowman Chrome break before we finish the morning. So this is break number 3 and Bowman Chrome break number 1 of 2. And folks, I don't think we have seen a case hit yet out of these mega boxes. So hoping we can find one this morning. The mega packs. And pack number 4 to the side. mega packs and pack number 4 to the side. All right, homies. Good luck. Mr. Koba says, I'm trying to add something to the gift for my friend Dalen. Think someone would like a Dolphins beanie or a Dolphins woolly scarf? We do have a Dolphin fan in the family. Shout out to Scotty Too Hottie Kuniko. You betcha. Although I don't know how cold it gets down there where he is. But that is a wonderful idea, and I appreciate you being so kind and thoughtful, Mikey Koba. Thank you, buddy. I love it. Love where your head's at. Just a couple more. Gotcha, Mikey Koba. I think I understand, my friend. Okie dokie. Good luck. And we start out with my Seattle Mariners, Logan Gilbert. All Rise, Aaron Judge. Kale Fountain, little Kale Fontaine on the Megabox Refractor, first Bowman for San Diego. Going to Miss Melody, little Jesus Made for the Brew Crew. Lagrange, Air Jordan, Ellie De La Cruz, Lawrence Butler, Juan and Emilian Cabada, Libert Aponte, Jackson Merrill, Vladdy, Christian Campbell for the Bo Sox, David Coronil, Julian Barreto for the Gigantes. You know it, onward. Chase Mydroff for the White Sox, Augustin Ramirez, Moises of the Moise Ballesteros. Shout out to Luke Moise over here on TikTok. Jack Caglione, Nathan Church, Corey Seager. Shout out to Mr. Daniel Gates. Andrew Salas on the Megabox Refractor. That is your chase for the Marlins. Spencer Schwellenbach for the Atlanta Braves. Going to Alan White on the Red Rookie Refractor. Johan De La Cruz for Melody's Padres. Gabriel Dalvarillo, Matty Chapman, Juan Soto, Jackson Churio, Michael Correa for Tampa Bay, Dalen Serrano. I agree, Jeffro. You are correct. Shout out to Anheuser-Busch. Freddie Freeman, your World Series MVP. Gunnar Henderson, Corbin Carroll, Johnny Gill, Bo Davidson, a little Morning Wood, James Wood, Keyshaw from Minnesota, Mick Abel for the Fightin' Phillies. Shout out to Mikey 1. We have an Ethan Solis. Shout out to Mikey 2. And David Sandlin for the Bo Sox. A couple of spectacular solaces this morning. One San Diegan, one Marlin. All right, legends. That's right, Invader Zim. These are your pack number 4s, my dear friends. Good luck. Again, we're going to run this one back after our family rips. How about an Angel Martinez for Clevelanders? Shout out to Mr. Tim Hudson and Yessie Hockey. Good morning, Jason Russell. I appreciate the positivity this morning, my good man. But we'll see. I think those Blue Jays might come back. How about a Devin Fitzgerald on the Megabox Refractor? Nick Kurtz. Holy crapola.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
John and his salty walls. You win this morning, my man. That's a nice one. Congratulations, John. I'm going to sleeve this one up myself for you here, buddy. There you go, Johnny Walls. Not too shabby there, my good man. Mikey Koba says that's a $100 bill. I think you're right. Dollar bills, y'all. As Scotty Too Hottie Kuniko would say, the tire track cards. That's right, Victor Lopez. I know it, brother. I know it. Baseball Sniper, welcome back, my man. That is correct, Tony. Yep, that's exactly right. That's why I top-loaded that one, my brother. You are correct. All right, my friends. Good luck. And we start out with your 2023 Rookie of the Year, Corbin Carroll. Aniello Marquez for the Angels. Hyesung Kim, rookie for the Trolley Dodgers. Cam Smith. Meteoric Rise Mojo Refractor rookie for the Astros. Somebody bang a trash can for Jeremy Gallant. Raniel Rodriguez for the St. Lunatics. Steven Marinez. Mookie Betts for the Trolley Dodgers. Johnny Severino for the Pirates. Ooh, we have a Kelvin Alvarez to 250 on the Mojo. Not too shabby. That goes to Mr. Gallant. Junior Caminero. Jesus Made. So nice. We have seen him twice for the Brew Crew. Chandler Simpson. Oh, hell yeah. How about an autograph where autographs are not guaranteed? And that is an on-card autograph for the Trolley Dodgers. Alan White. Congratulations again, my friend. You win. Mrs. J. Got those right there for you, honey. We have a Juan Soto on the Meteoric Rise for the Mets. Yorger Bautista, who we found numbered 5 out of 5 out of our first Breaker's Delight box. Autograph. Love that. Roman Anthony for the Bo Sox. Shohei Ohtani-san, another Trolley Dodger. Chris Rodriguez, that is your chase for the Tigers. Vladdy. And Jackson Merrill. Last but not least for Miss Melody. There you go, my dear. And that is our third break of the morning. Outstanding. Allow me just a moment for a little housekeeping. We will do a recap. Solomon Salvador. I did not finish the pack number 4s. Say what? That is all the packs, my man. I did them all. I did. Oh, yeah. Yep. I did those pack number 4s. I did the Mojo Refractor packs. Yep. I did them all. All right. Quick little recap. We have that Kale Fountain for the San Diegans going to Miss Melody. Andrew Salas for the Marlins on the Mojo. So Nick Kurtz was the end of the pile, my man. He was the last one. That was the last one, brother. Spencer Schwellenbach on the red rookie. Devin Fitzgerald on the Mojo Megabox Refractor, Kellen Lindsay for the Trolley Dodgers on card going to Alan White. Kevin Alvarez to 250 for the Astros. And that Nick Kurtz on the red rookie. Beautiful. So just to show you there, my man, Bigby, Cruz, Seiya Suzuki, Matt Shaw, Zach Cole on the Megabox Refractor, Roman Anthony, George, Angel, Sandlin, Salas. That was all of them. You are totally good, Solomon Salvador. I appreciate you, my brother, as always. Thank you, thank you, thank you, my dude. Just leaving that one up as well for the Astros. Good morning, Cameron Cole. We have 2 more random breaks that are going to go live at noon, about 29 minutes from right now. But Mrs. J just needs a minute. Luke Moyce, it is excellent to see you this morning, my man. Your ears must have been burning. I gave you a shout out this morning, Lukey. How was your weekend, brother? And Cameron Cole, good morning to you as well, buddy. And I know, how about those Seattle Mariners? Corey D, good morning, my man. Great to see you as always. How you doing, Corey? Slowly but surely, my dear friends, we are getting the entire family up in here. Great to see you. Great to be seen. All right, we're going to switch gears just a little bit, folks. We have a couple of juicy family rips to get into. Good morning, Bobby Viles. How are you this morning, you sexy beast? Hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday morning thus far. All right, so folks, this goes to Mr. King, our brother from Down Under, also known as Mr. Peaks. Onward. I watched the replay and it looks like you handed the rest of the pack to Mrs. J. Well, I appreciate that, my man. I went ahead and just re-showed them again. That was those packs. So I appreciate you, my man. Thank you. No problemo. That I do hand Mrs. Junkwax cards to sleeve. That is true. Yes. All right, Mr. Peaks. As always, my brother, I cannot thank you enough for snagging these down from JunkWaxVintage.com. Let's see if we can't find you something juicy this morning, my friend. We have 6 packs of 2022 Diamond Kings Baseball. We have 2018 WWE times 2. We have 2 SP Authentic. Oh, honey. It's all good, babe. 2 SP Authentic hockey packs and 2 Chrome Cosmic basketball packs. Mr. Peaks, are you here this morning, my brother? Just want to make sure we're ready. And before we get into this family movie, let's bust a brand new spicy water, shall we? Bobby Viles, how is your morning going, my brother? Kareem. What was that, babe? Excellent. Yeah, I agree. So, Legends, we do have 2 brand new breaks that are going to go up in about 27 minutes. And if we fill those breaks, we will bust those tonight, as always. All right, Mr. Peaks, let's start with some 2022 Diamond Kings, and then we will work our way through, and we will finish with that Topps Chrome Cosmic Basketball. See you, Mikey Koba, you silly goose. Bobby Viles, good, I guess. These doctors are moving too slow for your liking. I'm sorry to hear that, my brother. Well, I hope we can take your mind off it for just a few minutes. Good to see you this morning, Bobby. What, babe? Mrs. Junkwax is going to work on shipping. Well, I apologize, folks. Give me just one moment. I need a little bit of sugar. Love you too, babe. Thank you for being awesome. Love you, honey. All right, Legends. We start off with some Pudge. Rodriguez. The Iron Man, Mr. Cal Ripken Jr. The GOAT, Mr. Tony Gwynn. 3 Legends in a row. Beautiful way to start the packs. A Rosarena. Somebody light that chat up like the 4th of July. I appreciate it so much. Onward. It's because he couldn't see his Bo Jackson Pro Vision because Leaf didn't buy his top loaders from JunkWaxVintage. I love it. Onward. Thank you. Roger Maris. Absolutely right, Victor Lopez. I love my wife. It's true. Cool Papa Bell. Orale Vato. Zandy Bogarts from the Netherlands. Matty Brash, rookie for my Seattle Mariners on the Diamond Kings. Reese Nair. He's a ne'er-do-well. Oh, wow. Anthony Rizzo on the Aurora. That might be a case hit, my man. We're going to have to do a little bit of research on that one. That might be a case hit there, Matt King. I could be wrong, but it might be. Snoochie Boochies on the framed rookie Kevin Smith for the Blue Jays. Larry Doby on the Artist Proof. He's got the juice. Tatis on the Modern Strokes. Robbie Ray on the Maestros. Garrett Cole, Ty Cobb, Jaron Duran, Kevin Smith, so nice you got him twice, and Roanzi on the Contreras for the the Pirates on the Houndstooth. You rock my face off. Thank you, Dutchie. Thank you, Uncle Moosey. You understood the assignment, gentlemen. And that's very true, Mikey Koba. I love my wife. So, folks, sometimes I think back at the best things that I have done in my life. And a lot of you know I've done a lot of stuff. I've packed a lot into 43 years. And the best thing that I have done with my life, hands down, is my kids. The second best thing that I've ever done in my life is Mrs. Junkwax. Being the man that Mrs. Junkwax fell in love with, gosh dang it. It's my lady. Excellent. So the Aurora insert is considered a case hit in several Panini product lines. Outstanding. Congratulations there, Mr. Peaks. Think you got a case hit on that one, buddy. All right, we have a Tony Gwynn, a Rosarena, Roger Maris, Cool Papa Bell, Orale Vato, Zandy Bogarts from the Netherlands. Thank you, Corey D. It's just the truth, my brother. Charlie Keller, Alex Rodriguez, little A-Rod, Eddie Cabrera on the Diamond Kings rookie for the Marlins, Seth Beer. All we need is a Jake, I love a burger, and we have a dinner of champions. BDLC, Mule Suttles, legend on the framed. Curtis Terry from Minnesota on the Artist Proof. Little Mookie on the Modern Strokes. The Degrominator for the Maestros. Luscious Lou Gehrig, Nicky Two Bags, Kevin Smith, so nice you got him thrice, Camilo Doval for Rob Richardson's Gigantes, and Eli Morgan for the Clevelanders. Shout out to Yessie Hockey and Tim Hudson. All right, we are moving on. Mikey 1 says, the best thing I've ever done was rigging the crane game at my first job to win every time with a bicycle pump and a balloon. Awesome. I like it. All right, we have a Sandy Koufax, Beardy Blackman for the Rockies, Carl Hubble, Boba Fett, the Satchmo, Little Satchel Page, Kirby Puckett for Minnesota. Rest in peace to the legend. Corey D, I cannot thank you enough for those beautiful TikTok gifts, my good man. Okay, Brian Hayes for the Pirates. My PC, some jazz. Seth Beer, BDLC. Connor Wong, rookie for the Bo Sox. Shout out to the Super Stroopers. And Timbo T. Wood and my other massholes. Josiah Gray on the Diamond King, rookie framed for the Nationals. Kevin Smith, so nice, you got him 4 times. That was an artist proof. You're collecting the rainbow at Kevin Smith in this one, Mr. Peaks. Roy Campanella on the Elegance. Trevor Story. Trevor Hoffman, back-to-back Trevors. Ty Cobb. AJ Alexi for the Rangers. Luis Frias. And Kyle Mueller, last but not least on the Houndstooth for the Braves. This is your penultimate base pack magic on the Diamond Kings. Good luck, Mr. Peaks. Starting out, little Bryce Happa, Marcus Stroman, Abe Froman, the Sausage King of Chicago. I hope somebody gets that awesome reference. Cronuts make me go nuts. Joe Cronin, Nolan Arenado. Ooh, what do we have back here? I think we have a relic in here, buddy. Little Mikey Trout, George Sisler, Byron Buxton, Pudge Rodriguez. Nailed it. Thank you, Mr. Peaks. My PC, Mr. O'Neill Cruz, rookie on the Diamond Kings. Santillan. And we have an Angel Zerpa, looking all zerpy, on the double material relic. Nice one. And that goes to Alan White's Royals. Sleeving and top loading that one up for you, Mr. Peaks. He's got the juice. Tatis on the framed for Sandy Oggins, David Goggins, Eddie Cabrera on the artist proof. Why am I saying Whit? Weird. Whit Merrifield. Another one for Alan White's Kansas City Royals. Juan Soto on the gallery. Garrett Cole, Trevor Hoffman, the luscious lip curtain of Mr. Spencer Strider. Thomas Sapuki for the Mets. And Jake Myers, somebody bang a trash can for the Houndstooth Houston Astros. Mr. Lineson, good morning to my Swedish chef brother. Hope you're having a wonderful day there, buddy. Aren't they cool? Love me some 2022 Diamond Kings. This is going to go in a 100-point Junk Wax Vintage top loader. Not too shabby there for you, Mr. Peaks. And we are going to sleeve and top load your case hit Anthony Rizzo. I got to be honest, buddy. We have ripped through a heroic amount of this product over the last 4 years. This is the very first case hit Aurora that we have found. Nicely done, brother. Not too shabby there, Mr. Peaks. Excellent.
One down, one to go.
Last pack magic on the Diamond Kings. Then we're moving into some 2018 WWE. And then Thomas, our Norwegian brother, has a beautiful rip coming next. You want to see? How about Secret Wars Marvel from Upper Deck? And we have ripped 2 other products, or 2 other of these boxes, and we found a card numbered to 5. Shout out to Chito Vera, mi hermano. So super excited to see what we find in that one. All right, we start off with a Seattle Mariner, Mr. Kyle Lewis. Ouch kabibbles. He is no longer a Seattle Mariner. Eddie Collins. Cedric Mullins. Shout out to Uncle Moosey. The Big Hurt. Mr. Frank Thomas. Trevor Story. Semyon. Hal Hendricks. Joe Sewell. BDLC and the Diamond Kings. Two Wongs do not make a right. Reese Nair for the Padres. The legend, rest in peace to the Spokenite, Mr. Ryan Sandberg on the framed, Marcus Semyon, so nice, you got him twice on the artist proof. Modern Strokes, Mike Trout. The legend, Mr. Sandy Koufax on the Maestros. Mike Piazza, Tris Speaker. John Heasley for the Royals. Brandon Marsh, the Ginger Binger for the Angels. Thank you, Dutchie. And Rodolfo Castro for the Pirates on the Houndstooth. Last but not least. There you go, Mr. Peaks. Some absolutely beautiful 2022 Donruss Diamond Kings there cards for you, buddy. Brickstopher, welcome back, my man. He says, your Mariners. I wish my Jays would hit more. I feel you, brother. But I hope they have a day off today, and I hope they come back with a vengeance. Got to fix something, folks. Give me just a moment. Thank you for the positivity, Dutchie. Thank you, Onward. That's better. All right, I got to grab a brand new Spicy Walter. Thank you, Brickstopher. You're absolutely right. Correct. Nothing but respect for the Blue Jays. Cheers, my friends. Broast. Pinkies up because we're fancy. So much better. Okie dokie. 2018 WWE. Good luck, Mr. Peaks. And Tomas, Mr. Fredrickson, my Norwegian brother. Are you here and are you ready this morning, my man? All right, we start off with Jeff Hardy winning the respect of the Undertaker. There's Thomas. Great to see you this morning, my Norwegian brother. You are on deck. Triple H forms Evolution with Ric Flair, the Viper, and Bautista. Adam Copeland, also known as Edge, announcing his retirement. Ba-ba-da-ba. John Cena with AJ Styles. The Tribal Chief, Mr. Roman Reigns. Nexus. How about Rowdy Roddy Piper? Awesome on the Hall of Fame. Cesaro. The HBK. Bret the Hitman Hart. Reconciliation. Shinsuke Nakamura. Mark Andrews, rookie. And we're not talking about the Dirty Birdies. Ravens. Roman Reigns, so nice you got him twice. Ronda freaking Rousey, rookie. Beautiful. Thank you, Victor Lopez. Dash Wilder. Finn Balor. Killian Dane, rookie. Nikki Bella, one half of the Bella twins. Sasha Banks. The Velveteen Dream. Shout out to the Velveteen Rabbit. I see you there, Architect. The best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. Shout out to the Sharpshooter. How about HBK? Looking like a bad Chippendale. Adam Copeland, also known as Edge. How about Kurt Hennig? Mr. Perfect. Rest in peace to the legend. Dolph Ziggler cashes in, winning the World Heavyweight Championship. Mr. McMahon's limousine explodes. I remember that one. How about Bill Goldberg debuts in the WWE? We found his autograph just a couple of weeks ago. Kurt Angle bringing a milk truck to the ring. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Hair versus hair match, Rowdy Roddy Piper. Mandy Rose, it's a lady. HBK enters the WWE Hall of Fame. Lacey Evans, Goldust. Ember Moon, looking like she just walked out of a vampire movie. Drake Maverick, Bianca Belair. Our very first ever WWE Downtown was Bianca Belair. Shout out to Timbo. Alexander Wolf, rookie. The Viper, Mr. Randy Orton, looking all vipery. Rusev. Shayna Baszler. Zelina Vega. Lita. ladies legend, some Stone Cold Steve Austin, and a PSA 10 anti-theft device. There you go, my man. Not too shabby. All right, we got a couple of sleevers out of that one. Tony, Nurse T says, seeing those wrestlers that I grew up with labeled as legends makes you feel old. You and I both, my friend. You and I both. I see you, Mr. Chopperton, you silly goose. All right, I'm sleeving these up for you. All your rookie cards in here, Mr. Peaks. Oh, I miss those WCW days as well, my friend. Shout out to some Monday Nitro. And the NWO. For life. All right, my friend. We are down to your penultimate pack magics, Mr. Peaks. Getting into some hockey. Aw, thank you, Miss Melody. I appreciate that. Here we go. Starting off with some Devin Taves for Colorado. Krabby Rob, good morning. Sidney Crosby. That is Trevor Taylor's PC. Shout out to Double T. Wyatt Johnston. Shakir Mukhamadullin on the Spectrum FX for the Sharks. Georgi Romanov on the Focus. Igor Shesterkin on the Red. Not numbered. Alex DeBrincat. Kyle Connor and the Jets. Kyle and the Jets. Jake Ottinger for Dallas. Nick Schmaltz. Jonathan Marchessault. Sebastian Aho. Scott Morrow for the Hurricanes on the Freshman Focus. Matthew Barzal on the Pageantry. Those are so pretty for the New York Islanders. And that is not numbered. Seamus Casey for the Jersey Devils on the Limited. Dylan Larkin. Ryan Nugent Hopkins, some catch scratch fever. And last but not least, Michael Granlund for San Jose. Finishing those off for you, buddy. I agree, Mr. Peaks. They are very clean. You are correct. We got some sleevers in there for you, buddy. Thank you, Onward. Thank you, Miss Melody. My favorite. You know it. Mr. Lineson over here on TikTok says, wonder what they should do on PSA if you send in a theft divider? Good question. I think they just send it back to you. They would laugh and then they'd send it back to you and still take your money. That's what they do. Alrighty.
One down, one to go.
Last pack magics here for you, Mr. Peaks. Let's see if we can't find you a sweet autograph. Good luck. Onward says, I wonder what the weirdest thing PSA has ever gotten as a submission? Good question. All right, we have a D. Wade. Launched into orbit for Baston. Jason Tatum. Lori Markkinen. Shout out to Brandon Franz. Good morning, my Prince Edward Island pal. How you doing this morning, Krabby Rob? Shout out to you and Adeline. Jason Kidd. Akeem the Dream. T-Mac on the Galaxy Greats. Malik Monk. And Shaden Sharp for Rip City. Finishing that one off for you, buddy. Well, there you go, Mr. Peaks. Got yourself a sweet little relic and a case hit Aurora Anthony Rizzo, in addition to a giant stack of cards, my brother. It is always my pleasure, Matt. Thank you, my friend. Wonderful way to start our week and our morning for this terrific Tuesday. RatedRookies.com, my man. Just hit that subscription button, Prime style, over here on Twitch.
This is the coolest thing I have ever seen.
Cannot thank you enough, my brother. That is incredible. Welcome to the family over here, buddy. Jeremy Gallant. Yep, PEI. That is correct. So we have our buddy, Mr. Krabby Rob, who is our Prince Edward Island pal. He's been with me since I was ripping packs in the closet for like 4 people. So Prince Edward Island pal Krabby Rob, it looks like you have another Prince Edward Island pal over here, buddy. Excuse me. Tomas, my Norwegian brother. You know it, Onward. I'm living my truth. All right, Thomas. Let's go. We have one last beautiful family rip, and then we're getting into another break. Our fourth break of the morning. Jeremy Gallant says, I am from Western End. Do you know where that is, Krabby Rob? Western End, PEI? Sounds like we got a couple of neighbors. Rated Rookies, it is wonderful to see you over here, my brother, making my morning. Thank you for making the switch to Twitch. You are correct, Invader Zim. And thank you, Thomas. Thank you for putting on a little movie for us this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, you absolute legends over here on Twitch. I just started a terrific Tuesday morning edition. As always, my dear friends, if we take this thing to a hype train level 6, we get to give away a JunkWaxVintage hitbox this morning and talk about a terrific Tuesday morning, ladies and gentlemen. That would be magnificent. So, Rated Rookies, hit that subscription button. And I don't know why it started after that, but hey, we're going to go with it. Thank you, my dear friends. That's magnificent. I would love to give away a JunkWaxVintage hitbox this morning. So, folks, as always, if you want to be involved in this giveaway, all you have to do is make the switch to Twitch and donate to the hype train. Your name automatically gets populated into a list. I copy and paste that list into a moose race, and we find out who's going to get a JunkWaxVintage hitbox this morning. That would be amazing. All right, Thomas, let's see if we can't find you some hype train luck. Good luck. It has been a moment since we've ripped one of these boxes. Shout out to Chito Vera, who was the big winner out of this box last time. Empty box there, Thomas. Pack number 4, Ectomy. It is onward. It is. And RatedRookies.com, smacking that follow button and the subscription button this morning. I truly appreciate it, buddy. Thank you. We're going to do this in a couple of rounds. Weird rip alert on pack 3. Good morning, Jonesy. There you go, Krabby Rob. I love that you made the switch back to Twitch and calling out your Prince Edward Island partner. Just a couple more. How are we doing this morning, Jonesy? You could be correct. Brian Smith, thank you. So, legends, as always, if that hype train needs to pull into the station at hype train level 1, I am nothing but grateful. Good morning, Jason Huettel. How are you this morning, buddy? All right, we start off with the Wrecker, the Claw, Old Professor X, intercepting intel. How about Ultron and the Age of Ultron? Cyclops, Thunderball. So that's actually the card that we found numbered to 5 in the last box rip that we did of this product. The Human Torch. Shout out to Johnny Blaze. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Mr. Linusson. He said good luck to the Norway neighbor. How about Volcana? She is hot. I'll see myself out. How about competing for Zasagi? Interesting. Oh, there we go. How about the Bulldozer on our very first numbered parallel? I am so sorry, that is not numbered. That is a rainbow red parallel. Still beautiful. How about the Pile Driver? The Wrecker. Dr. Octopus, old Doc Ock. There you go, Architect, that is correct. METHOD, man. How about the Enchantress? Iron Man or Bozo? How about old Ben Grimm, also known as The Thing? Shout out to the Fantastic Four on the Rainbow Red. The Lizard. The Molecule Man. The Thing. Captain America. A mysterious figure, also known as Johnny Blaze. Johnny Solo. Perfect timing. Thank you for beating that screen like it owes you back child support money. Good to see you, Johnny. How How about Lockheed on the rainbow? Correct. The Age of Ultron. How about Kang the Conqueror? Shout out to the Skrulls. Wolverine, my favorite comic book character. Doc Ock. A gift from the Wrecking Crew. Oh, it looks like we have another rainbow, and it is the Incredible Hulk. Very nice. The Wasp. Shout out to Ant-Man and old Paul Rudd. And the Absorbing Man. Spider-Man. Captain America. Death of an Avenger. I think that's when Vision might have died. How about Spider-Woman? And that one is numbered 85 out of 99 on the purple boxes. A giggity. How about Captain Marvel? It's a lady. Dr. Doom. Rest in peace to the dude that played Dr. Doom, who was also in the show Nip Tuck. The X-Men and the Secret Wars. Shout out to Colossus, Rogue, Storm, Cyclops, Wolverine, Spider-Man, and the Nightcrawler. The She-Hulk. Shout out to Jennifer. The X-Men fight the villains. Oh. Check that out. How about Thunderball? Numbered to 149. And like I said, the last time we ripped one of these boxes, we found Thunderball numbered to 5. Awesome. How about another Johnny Blaze? So nice. We have seen him thrice. That is correct, Colin. Good morning, my friend. And then we have the Lizard finishing off round number 1. Whole bunch of sleevers in that one for you, Thomas. All right, let's go round number 2. So my friends, just a heads up, if you're just rolling up in here this morning, as always, good morning. Awesome to see you this morning. We have one more family break that we're going to get into after this rip. Another Bowman Chrome. Oh, we got to fix some TikTok. Give me just a moment. That's better. Thank you for bearing with me for a second there, legends. Thank you, Thomas. Aren't these cards cool? Love me some old school Secret Wars. If I remember correctly, these are from like 1984. Somewhere in that area. 84 to 87. Mikey1 says Sydney Sweeney should have been Spider-Woman. Fight me. I will not. Shout out to Spokane, Washington. Another Spokanite import. She went to Ferris High School in Spokane. All right, we have the Enchantress. Spider-Man. Another canvas. The Intruder Alert with old Dr. Doom. How about the comic cover? Avengers Secret Wars. The Wasp. Colossus. Titania. The God of Thunder. Thor. Another canvas. Outnumbered. Oof. She's getting beat down. How about the corner box? That's a fun one. Wolverine, so nice you got him twice. The Absorbing Man. Doc Ock. Storm. Another canvas. Zasaji's Sacrifice. The corner box, so nice. You got it twice. You got number 1 and number 5. The Bulldozer. The Absorbing Man, so nice you got him twice. Kind of looks like Soda Popinski from Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. Lockheed. Hawkeye. Shout out to Jeremy Renner. Another canvas. A welcome addition. The Marvel Team-Up. Thunderball and Wrecker. That's cool. Titania. So nice. You got her twice. Dr. Doom. The Incredible Hulk. Rogue. Shout out to Bonnie Raitt. To squish a spider on the canvas, parallel. Marvel team up Iron Man and Thor on the foil. The Spider-Woman, shout out to Mikey1 over there, and Sydney Sweeney. Spider-Man, when he was in the Venom variety. Old Professor X. The Thing. Another canvas, Doctor Doom's bodyguard. I think that's Ultron. Oh, we have a true holo on the Battle World, She-Hulk and the Enchantress. That is really cool. Sleeving that one up for you, buddy. My camera does not do that one justice, but that is really neat. That goes in the sleeve pile. We have the Incredible Hulk, Kang the Conqueror, Claw, Colossus when he was not all made of metal, saving the She-Hulk on the canvas. Mr. Peaks, that is correct. Those two brand new breaks are up there in the shop. We have another holo on the ensemble, Thor with Wolverine, Professor X, and possibly The Thing co-starring. That is really cool, brother. When you see that in person, you're going to drop your sandwich. That is so neat. The Pile Driver, Thunderball, finishing off your base packs there, my man. You got a lot of really cool cards in here, Thomas. Congratulations, buddy. And we are down to your last two packs. Good luck to our Norwegian brother. Let's go, Mariners. Thank you, Junior. Good to see you back, buddy. Johnny Solo, you absolute legend. I cannot thank you enough for the beautiful TikTok gifts. Good morning, Johnny. Big hugs and firm handshakes to you, bud. Thank you for the reminder, Mr. Peaks. Let me snag myself a little sippy here, folks. Cheers. Broast. Jakers says, hey, buddy, how are you? Hope all is well, my man. Go Mariners, go. You are correct, Jakers. Thank you, my brother. Happy Tuesday, buddy. I hope you're having a wonderful day thus far. All right, this is last pack magic for Thomas, and then we're getting into our fourth and possibly final break of the morning. We have a Doctor Doom, Magneto, a canvas parallel scrambling molecules with old Doc Ock and the Absorbing Man back there co-starring. How about Captain Marvel on the rainbow? Awesome. Lockheed, Colossus, Storm, Captain Marvel, so nice, you got her twice in those beautiful pack number 4s. Another canvas parallel, let's go get those butchers. Oh, my Lanta. Titania and Absorbing Man on the Marvel team up. Mr. Fantastic, shout out to Reed Richards. And Johnny Blaze finishing off that box for you, Tomas, with the Human Torch. There you go, my friend. Thank you again, Thomas, for snagging down that beautiful box from JunkWaxVintage.com and let me rip that together with you, buddy. I am always happy to rip into some Marvel, and I'm especially happy to rip into it with you. So thank you again, Thomas. And you will see when you get that package that those are all going to be all sleeved up nice for you. It is always my pleasure, Thomas. Thank you for starting the morning the right way, my friend. Speaking of big hugs and firm handshakes, my brother. Cheers. All right, homies. Allow me just 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. And I think we are getting into our last break of the day here. Or last break of the morning, I should say. Mr. Roll, welcome back. Ryan Bartley, good to see you this morning, my brother. Happy Tuesday, gentlemen. This is, I think this is round number 14. Yes, it is. Correct. All right, there you go, my dear friends. You know what we must do. We got to randomize this little bad boy real quick, find out who gets what. Good luck, everybody. Mr. Jakers over here on TikTok has a question. He says, do you have a favorite current player on the Mariners right now? Yes, I do. That would be Julio Rodriguez. Good question, my man. I'm a huge J-Rod collector. Have been for many, many years. So actually, if you were able to see right there, that whole thing is all full of Julio Rodriguez. Love me some J-Rod. Good question, Jakers. How about you, buddy? All right, legends. Good luck. One more shout out to our buddy Rachel for snagging us this handy dandy little dice tray. Lucky number 5. 3 and 2. Five it is. All right, here we go, legends. Good luck. And Onward to the Edge has a question. He says, Dalen, what would be your walk-up song if you were in the MLB? That's a good question, Onward. I'd have to think about that one, my man. I don't know. How about yours, Onward? What would yours be, buddy? There you go, Mr. Peacharelli. I love it. Shout out to George Strait. That would be wonderful. All right, legends. 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. And if you were so inclined, you can start trading your teams right meow. There you go. I like it, Onward. Shout out to old Adam Copeland. Jeff Rotel. All I need is a mesh shirt. And I'm too sexy for my land, too sexy for my land, New York and Japan. I'm a breaker, you know what I mean? As I rip my little packs in the studio, in the studio, in the studio. Yeah, I shake my little tush in the studio. Thank you, Jeff Rowe. I needed that. Oh, that's awesome, Mr. Peacharelli. Well, good luck on that, my good man. That is magnificent. Did you use the link on my link tree by chance? That would be magnificent. We have half a trade, it looks like, ladies and gents. Onward. Number 18. That would be the Yankees. Thank you, Mr. Gallant. Excuse me. Oh, well, I appreciate you nonetheless, David. No sweat, brother. Jonesy, that link I posted in the group, wait to do the test after the show, please. I am so sorry, brother. I haven't checked. Did I miss something? Oh, I got you, bud. Very cool. Gotcha, Mr. Peacharelli. I totally understand, my man. So just a heads up, my dear friends. I know that I have inspired many of you to go out and create your own shows. I think that is freaking awesome, and I love to see that. But just a heads up, my dear friends, just a friendly reminder. If I have inspired you to start a show, you are more than welcome to use the JWV link that is on the JWV link tree. So if you do that and then you have a show over on Whatnot, we both get $100. So I appreciate you using that link. Thank you so much, my dear friends. Mr. Invader Zim trying to trade the Red Sox for the Tigers. And folks, we're getting down to the nitty gritty here on the trading. I'm going to give you another few seconds and we're going to flip this little bad boy back around and get him locked in. Polanco getting ALCS MVP. He should. Goodness gracious. Shout out to Jorge Polanco. Glad we snagged that guy back. Jakers, you are a huge fan of Cal Raleigh right now. I don't blame you. Shout out to the Big Dumper. Having a banner season. Nurse T, if you're here on TikTok, are you still able to trade or do you only allow that on Twitch? So it's a lot easier if you can come over here to Twitch and do it because we actually have a built-in trading system on Twitch. But there has been people over here on TikTok that made trades as well. So I do my damnedest to try to do between the two platforms, but it's always easier if you can make the switch to Twitch, absolutely. Even if it's just for the trading. Thank you for asking, T. Okay, there we go. We do have a confirmed trade. Thank baby Jesus. We have Red Sox and Tigres. Outstanding. So Red Sox is going to be number 1, Invader Zim. And the Tigers is number 14. So that is Mr. Peaks. Mr. Peaks. And number 14, you're going to have the Red Sox. And Invader Zim, you're going to have the Tigers. Thank you, gentlemen. So, Legends, I'm going to go ahead and flip this right back around. I feel like I've given a lot of time for trades on this one. I agree, Victor. He should be the MVP. You're absolutely right. Oh, Mr. Peaks, you are killing it over there, brother. I appreciate it so much. No sorry necessary, my good man. You did the right thing, and I appreciate it more than you will ever know. All right, folks, I'm going to flip this list back around in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's get him locked in here, my dear friends. Invader Zim, you have 2, 3, and 4. Mets, Marlins, and Rangers. Jeremy Gallant, our other Prince Edward Island pal, taking 5 and 6. Cardinals and Nationals. Shout out to Jeffro and Kyle Willard, our St. Lunatics. Tomas Fredriksson, my Norwegian brother, taking down the Pirates. Scoofennis, welcome back, bro. How are you? Ryder Hall, spot number 8, the Brew Crew. Tomas Fredriksson, our Norwegian brother, taking the Kansas City Royals. Shout out to Mr. Alan White. Matt King, Mr. Peaks, Tampa Bay Rays. Jason Frazier, my fellow Austinite. Spot number 11, the Cubbies. Matt King, Mr. Peaks, 12 and 13, Braves and Athletics. Mr. Peaks, spot number 15, those fighting Phillies. I'd like to have a go around with that Philly. Mr. Fredriksson, number 16, the Trolley Dodgers. Shout out to Mikey Kobaugh and Mr. Baith. Mikey 2, speaking of Mr. Kobaugh, taking my Seattle Mariners, you lucky ducky. Oh, I got you, Scoofennis. Well, it's good to see you, my friend. Welcome back. Thank you for popping in this morning. Congratulations, Mikey 2, on my Seattle Mariners. Onward, taking spot number 18, the Pinstripes. Jason Frazier, my fellow Austinite, taking the White Sox. Derek Isley, one half of the Isley brothers, taking spot number 20. Orioles, shout out to Uncle Moosey. Mr. Peacharelli, my fellow Texan, taking the San Diegans, David Goggins. Mikey 2, spot number 22, the Rockies. Shout out to my Colorado cousins. Alex Rios, number 23, the Gigantes. Are you here this morning, Alex? Jason Frazier, my fellow Austinite, spot number 24, Minnesota. Alex Rios, 25 and 26, Guardians and Diamondbacks. There's my man. Thank you, Rated Rookies. I appreciate that, brother. That's right. Mikey Kobos, spots number 27 and 28, Blue Jays and Angels. And Alex, Mr. Rated Rookies, taking down the last two spots. That is the Astros and the WKRP and Cincinnati Reds. There you go, gentlemen and ladies. Would you do me a solid? Take a gander at that list. If it looks accurate and appropriate, may I please have a hell yeah in the chat so I know we're ready. Scoo Finnis, I hope you have a wonderful day, my friend. Thank you for popping in. It is nice to see you again. Thank you, Onward. You silly goose. Love you, buddy. Colbert Mariners, welcome back, my man. Oh, of course. I was in tears the other night, buddy, when we won that series. You betcha. Good to see you again, Mr. Colbert Mariners. Welcome back to another OG of the family. Good to see you again, brother. Big hugs and firm handshakes to you. Thank you, Mr. Isley. You understood the assignment. All right, homies. This will be our final break of the morning. We have been here for almost 3 hours of quality family time this morning. I cannot thank each and every one of you enough for hanging out with my silly self. Best of luck. Let's go. So, friends, just a reminder, we do have a couple of brand new breaks up there at JunkWaxVintage.com. Right meow. If we fill those today, we will definitely break those tonight. Matt King, he says 2 claps and a Ric Flair for the Mariners marinating in 2025.
Give me 2 claps and a Ric Flair.
You betcha. You ain't got to ask me twice. Empty box number 1. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Invader Zim. I knew you would like that one, brother. Have I told you all lately that I love you? Because gosh dang it, I do. Pack number 4 to the side, because it is tradición. Senor Rios. All joking aside, buddy, I cannot thank you enough for smacking that sub button Prime style. So I often get questions behind the scenes from people. They're like, hey, Dalen, I'm going to subscribe using my Prime subscription, but I want to make sure that you get paid for that. That is very, very kind and thoughtful of you to even think that way. But just to let you know, my friends, fun fact, I actually get more, just a little bit, from the Prime subscriptions than I do regular subscriptions. So it is a win-win situation if you have Amazon Prime. Making my morning over here, Alex. Thank you, brother. There you go. There's our pack number 4s and Mojo packs to the side, as Scotty Too Hottie Kuniko would say, the tire track cards. Absolutely right, Onward. Yes, sir. I love those Prime subscriptions. Nurse T says you have to subscribe via Prime. I had no idea. I'll have to figure that out because you have Prime. That is correct. Yes. So it is a little bit sketchy. To be fully transparent, I've had some of you that are able to use your mobile devices and somehow use that Prime subscription. But generally speaking, people have to use a desktop computer. And the only bummer about the Prime subscriptions is you have to manually resub every month. It doesn't just automatically resub for you. So basically, typically the way you find out is you come into the Twitch show and the purple star that is typically next to your name is not there. That's how you know. So Onward says you can use on mobile if you use the website rather than the app. Can't use on the mobile app. Gotcha, buddy. And Bobby Vile says, I have Prime. Do you have to link your accounts? Yes. So Amazon owns Twitch. So if you connect your Twitch Prime and Prime Gaming subscriptions, because if you have Amazon Prime, you automatically have Twitch Prime, and it'll give you a free sub that you can use on anybody. Aw, no worries, Alex. It's all good, brother. I appreciate the thought, though. Thank you on using that link. So to date, we have one person that has used my link tree for Whatnot, and that is our buddy Ernie, Mr. Larson, and he has yet to have his first Whatnot show, but I appreciate him more than he will ever know. Johnny Solo, thank you again for the beautiful gifts over here on TikTok, buddy. I see those silver boxing gloves. That is the second silver boxing gloves that we've had today. Shout out to you and Rashid. That is the first time I'm seeing those gifts today. Very, very cool. Thank you again, gentlemen. Mr. Peacharelli says, well, I already had Whatnot, so I didn't know if it would work. I emailed support anyway. Aw, bro. That is very, very kind of you, Mr. Peacharelli. Sincerely, brother, I appreciate that. But not the end of the world. What's most important, folks, is that you're here right now. That is the most important thing. Thank you all so damn much. All right, here we go, legends. Walker Bueller, Corbin Burnson, Raymer Funky Cold Medina on the Megabox Refractor. I always want to say Mojo on those. Silly me. Jorge Lombard Jr., Wilfrey De La Cruz, little bats in the Wilfrey. Kyle Tucker for the Cubbies. Salvi, Bryce Hampa, Funky Cold Medina. So nice you got him twice. Mr. Rickroll, top of the morning to you, my man. How are you? Jacob Sister Christian, Willie Adamas, Boba Fett, Trey Sweeney for the Tigers, going to Invader Zim. Juniker Caceres for the Clevelanders. Shout out to Yessie Hockey and Tim Hudson. Bubba Chandler. Shout out to Trevor Taylor, my fellow Austinite, also known as Bubba 1. Shout out to Jeremy Farwell, known as Bubba 3. And shout out to our buddy Bubba 2. Noah Cameron. We have 3 Bubbas in this family. Yandy Diaz. Logan Gilbert for our Seattle Mariners. Christopher Suero. Speedy Gonzalez. Cody Belly. Alcantara. RJ Shrek on the Megabox Refractor. Christian Arguelles. Yairo Padilla. Absolutely right, Rick Rolled. I had a wonderful weekend, my man. How about you? Especially because of my Seattle Mariners, you betcha. Jackson Holiday. UC Kikuchi. It is not hashtag JWAD yet, my dear friends. A Rosarena. Can you do me a solid, everybody? Light that chat up like the 4th of July with those beautiful Rosarenas. Thank you in advance. Ramsel Medina. Kenny Fenelon. Henderson. Back-to-back Brew Crew. Sung Shea Shang. Shout out to Shang Tsung from Mortal Kombat. I appreciate you, Jason Russell. Thank you, brother. I know, buddy. I know it. I'm so sorry. Thank you, Mr. Peacharelli. Kevin Alcantara, rookie for the Cubbies. Thank you, T-Dub. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Mr. Peaks. Sincerely appreciate you, gentlemen. Elorki Rodriguez. This is my baby. I'm going to name him Elorki. Such a fun name. I wonder if that's a family name. Diego Tornes for the Braves. The Degrominator. A dollop of Dollander. Edgar Cuero to go with that Suero. Kale Fontaine, little Kale Fountain. And Devin Fitzgerald. Last but not least. Beautiful. All right. Let's get into those fabled pack number 4s after I snag myself a little sippy. Thank you so much, Rashid. And you know what, folks? I just thought about it. I'm hoping that our outro jingle works over here on TikTok this morning. It has been a moment. It's been about a week since you guys have a legit outro jingle. You guys got to hear the opening jingle this morning, so I'm hoping that the closing jingle comes through. And thank you as always, my dear friends, for bearing with these audio issues. Gosh dang it. I think we're getting closer. All right, our pack number 4 is we start out with a trash can banger. Old Cam Smith. Thank you, Jeffro. Chandler Simpson. Sister Christian for the Gigantes on the Megabox Refractor First Bowman. Marco Dingus. Jose Anderson, back-to-back Brew Crew. Jacob Wilson, rookie for the Athletics. Megabox Refractor, the not-so-dirty Sanchez for Uncle Moosey's Orioles. Absolutely right, onward, thank you. Nailed it. Max Muncy for the Athletics on your red rookie. Not too shabby, and that one goes to Matt King, Mr. Peaks. There you go, brother. Elian Pena, who is one of the chases for the Mets, and Cam Schlittler, finishing that one off for the Pinstripes. Thank you, Rashid. All right, legends. We are down to our tire track cards. As Scotty Too Hottie Kuniko would say, some Mojo Refractors.
One down, one to go.
Good luck, my friends. Let me check something here real quick. And folks, it does appear that this will be our last rip of the morning. So legends, it has been damn near 3 hours of quality family time on this terrific Tuesday morning. I cannot thank each and every one of you for hanging out this morning. It has been another special morning here in the junkyard. Thanks to each and every one of you. I will be pre-grading a whole bunch of cards today. I will be working on some audio today, and we do have some brand new stuff going up there in the shop today. So I will keep you updated. Oh, by the way, folks, that reminds me, I have been talking about for the last 2 months or so how Facebook was going to eventually take away our Facebook chats. Well, unfortunately, my dear friends, that day has come. So if you've noticed, our typical JWV family chat on Facebook is now read only. So you cannot add to it. But if you go there, it should give you a prompt, and it gives you a little button that you can click and come to the new chat. So if you want to do that, please feel free to do so. But if you have got us over on Discord, you're squared away. So thank you all for understanding on that. Thanks, Facebook. All right, we have a Luis Angel Acuna. Hey, you and I both nurse. You are correct, Tony. El Lorky. So nice. We have seen him twice. I know, Jeffro. I know, brother. But luckily, you are over on Discord. Oh, hell yeah. How about a Julio Rodriguez for my Seattle Mariners? Beautiful. Christian Campbell for the Bo Sox. Shout out to my massholes and the Super Stroopers. Santiago Leon for Minnesota. First Bowman. Juan and Emilian Tomas. First Bowman for the Cubbies. Ellie De La Cruz for WKRP in Cincinnati, going to Rated Rookies Alex. Nice one there, buddy. Bubba Chandler. Bobby Witt Jr. Shout out to Mr. Alan White. And the Royals is Tomas Fredrickson today. Shout out to our Norwegian brother. Bryce Hampa. Christian Campbell, so nice. The Bo Sox got him twice. I appreciate you, Jeffro. I know, buddy. I know it. So, like I said, Jeffro, I have gone down a deep, deep, deep rabbit hole trying to figure that out, buddy. So on the original Facebook group, there was a handful of people that were not able to join the Facebook group, and I worked on it for weeks. I reached out to individual people at Facebook. They told me that it was something having to do with their security settings, but I don't know. So the weirdest part is about 4 or 5 weeks later, they were able to join the chat for no apparent reason. Super crazy. But the good news, Jeffro, is you are over there on Discord, and Discord eventually, hopefully, is going to be the primary chat for this entire family. So you're in the most important one there, Jeffro. I am so sorry, my man, about the Facebook Messenger chat. That sucketh. Alirio Farabus for the Fightin' Phillies. Juan Soto, the $678 million man for the Mets. Rafi Devers, still looking weird in a Gigantes uniform. Shout out to Rob Richardson. Jose Ramirez, shout out to our crazy Clevelanders. Ada Johnson for the Athletics. Matty Chapman, channeling his inner Todd Van Poppel. Christopher Polanco. Oh, hell yeah. For the Texas Rangers. Shout out to my buddy Cesar Mendoza. And that one goes to Invader Zim, Alex. Congratulations there, my good man. Always happy to find an autograph where there is not supposed to be an autograph. I shouldn't say it that way, where there's not a guaranteed autograph. And last but not least for the Cubbies, Juan in a Million Cabada. There you go. That is correct, Invader Zim. You did get an autograph there, my friend. And that is an on-card auto also. Not too shabby there, Invader Zim. Thank you again, Tony, for the positivity. I appreciate it. And I could not agree more. Those are so fun. There you go, Alex. Congratulations, my man. Aw, thank you, Mr. Gallant, for the kind words. I appreciate that. My Prince Edward Island pal, too. Very, very cool that you live there at PEI. Small world, buddy. All right, my dear friends, my family, it has been another absolutely amazing, terrific Tuesday morning with each and every one of you. There you go, Mr. Piccirilli. Well, best of luck to you on your very first Whatnot show over there, buddy. I hope you do well. I remember our very first Whatnot show. It is so much fun. Thomas, thank you for the kind words, my Norwegian brother. Let's flip this around, shall we? So, ladies and gentlemen, before we go today, I need you to do me a little bit of a favor. And remember, we will be back here tonight at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, same junk time, same junk channel. There will be some new stuff up there at JunkWaxVintage.com today. And there's a couple of new breaks up there right meow. And shout out to Alan White. Shout out to Ryan Bruns, Todd O'Hara, Jeremy Gallant, Melody, Mr. Peaks, Thomas Fredrickson, Alexander Rios, Matt King, and Mikey Kobaugh. Thank you for hitting that shop this morning, my dear friends. From the bottom of my heart, I cannot thank you enough because I would not be here doing any of this without each and every one of you. So thank you as always, my dear friends. But before we go, as always, everybody, to start our week, I need you to do me a little bit of a solid. I need you to do me a favor. When you go out there today, my dear friends, in all of your daily dealings, especially this week, first and foremost, when you're using that inner monologue, because we all do, try to do your best to say nice things to yourself. Try to say things that pump yourself up instead of pushing yourself down, right? Always remember, folks, that your thoughts eventually over time become your actions. Your actions eventually over time become your lifestyle. And your lifestyle eventually over time becomes everything. So at the end of the day, folks, it is absolutely vital that we keep up here as positive as humanly possible. So please be good to yourselves today. Secondly, please be good to the people around you. Practice the heck out of that golden rule. And I know what you're going to say, but Uncle Junkwax, those other human beings out there, sometimes they make it really difficult to pay forward that golden rule. Hey, I get it. Unfortunately, my friends, our world, and especially this card hobby that we love so much, at times can be chock full of a-holes. We do not need any more. We're all set. We're full in the a-hole department. What we do need is kindness, patience, tolerance, and empathy. And you incredible human being, you have the power to be the change that you want to see in the world today. I have faith in you. So do yourself a favor today, my dear friends, and try to give everybody a little bit of slack. You know, you just never know what people are going through. So personally, how I do it, and it's taken a lot of practice, is I treat every human being that I come in contact with as if they were having the worst day of their entire life. I found that that's the best way that works for me. Whatever works for you, I hope you're able to do that today. So please, be good to yourselves. Be good to the people around you, no matter how difficult those other human beings might make it. And lastly, third, please do your absolute damnedest to maintain that attitude of gratitude today, my dear friends. Always remember that there is hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people out there today, folks, that are truly having a hard time. So if you've got a roof over your head, if you've got a car that runs, if you've got family that loves you and trusts you, if you've got healthy children, if you are gainfully employed, if you've got a card community that cares about you and loves you, if you've got a hobby that you love, if you have any of those things that I just mentioned today, my dear friends, you absolutely have a list of things to be grateful for today. So I completely understand that on some days that list is longer than others, right? It's not always perfect, but there's always something. So I sincerely, from the bottom of my heart, my friends, hope that you find whatever's on your list, and I hope you let it motivate you throughout this entire terrific Tuesday. Mr. Jeff Hansen, it is wonderful to see you this morning, my man. Thank you as always. So TLDR, folks, be good to yourselves, be good to the people around you, and practice that attitude of gratitude. And always remember, my friends, your attitude is what determines your altitude in this life. We never have a choice in what's going to come across our path in this life, right? But we always, 100% of the time, have a choice in how you choose to react to it. So try to react slowly today, my dear friends. And do yourself a favor and have an absolutely terrific Tuesday. Aw, thank you, Charlie. Be good. It is wonderful to see you back, my brother. Bama boys, I will politely and lovingly push back, my friend. You are awesome. Thank you for the kind words this morning. Thank you, Tony. Great to have you over here, brother. And thank you for following us on all those platforms. That does not go unnoticed. I saw that yesterday, my friend. Welcome to the family officially, brother. Great to have you. All right, legends. Let's bring it back down, shall we? Enjoy that outro jingle. And have a terrific Tuesday, folks. And we will see you back here tonight at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, because we get to do it all over again. Mr. Isley, have a wonderful day, my brother. Jeffro, love you. Uncle Smitty, yeah. There you go, Uncle Smitty. Exactamente. Tu sabes way. Tomas, my Norwegian brother, thank you for spending some time with us this morning, buddy. I love you as well. Invader Zim, Mr. Peacharelli, have a wonderful Whatnot show. My Prince Edward Island pal, Mr. Gallant, and Krabby Rob, have a wonderful day. I'll see myself out. I'm such a dork. Enjoy the outro jingle, legends. Smoochies.
We ripped through the breaks, and the family rips too. The legend showed up, and we shared it with you. Dalen led the way with style, and we pulled some heat that made us all smile. This is JunkWax, seal the deal behind the scenes. Sawyer jumped in, working hard with a team. Mikey wants building something new, we'll soon see at JWV. That's the way it'll always be. The packs were juicy, the packs rolled strong. The laughs we shared will carry on along. But don't you worry, no need to be blue. We'll be back tonight at 8 p.m. Central Time with you. Until then, head to JunkWaxVintage.com. Grab a rip for yourself or a break to hop on. Check out the blog.
Did we miss Baywatch?
You know that I'm the cream of the crop. When I was chasing you, brother, I found you to be not so bad at all. I'm inviting you to come see me and to get it straightened out all in one night, yeah. Oh my. After I beat you and satisfy all the Hulkamaniacs, I'm gonna get off by cranking your knob. Oh, wow! Unjustifiably in a position that I'd rather not be in.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Come on, Craig. Craig. Easy now, fuzzy little man Peach.
I've been arrogant, and I apologize.
I am humble in general.
Oh my God! I've got the style and profile like never before. Let me go on record as telling the whole world to be the man. You gotta beat the man, and I'm saying, I got that rip flair. Whoa! I got that rip flair.
Come on, Craig.
All right, legends. There you go. Another terrific Tuesday in the books. Thank you all so damn much. And you already know that this entire Tuesday and this entire week deserves.
Give me 2 taps and a Ric Flair.
Thank you so much, Mr. Rios. Have a wonderful day, my brother. Thank you so damn much. And I'm excited to see you back here tonight. Same junk time, same junk channel, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Have a wonderful day, everybody. We'll see you back tonight.